Penix is my number one, far and away.
Okay.
If we can squeeze him into the top 10, we will hit the jackpot. Someone from 6 to 7 to 8, taking Penix there. The more quarterbacks we can squeeze in front of our pick, the better. 6 quarterbacks could go in the top 13.
Danger zone!
I love the show. I love you guys. Fucking, let's go Jets! Jets! Jets!
Oh, I'm beating you with my mind. And I can still dominate, I think.
Dane, you're a legend, bro!
What is up, my dude?
What's going on? I like the new intro, man. The new intro fits the vibe. I'm glad you finally got some Archer in there. We needed that.
And it's, it's ever morphing, but like I realized the other day, I'm like, bro, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks and I've still had Joe Douglas in there.
Just like he was my avatar for the longest time too. So we finally
That's what reminded me too, because I'm like, where the hell else is there Joe right now? What's up, man? Not a very eventful week, but how is yours?
Busy as usual, man. I'm just always staying busy. We got Christmas and holidays coming up, so between work and trying to take care of stuff for that, just staying busy, man. But always checking Twitter and things like that, looking into the what's the latest on the Jets. Like you said, there wasn't a whole lot this past week, but there's some nuggets we can get into, and I think we'll enjoy a little bit of good football conversation with our third mystery person.
Facts, man. Without further ado, let's rip off the Band-Aid. We got JohnnyBoy of Jets Worldwide joining us. Please don't put me in this. You know what? That's a fact. Dude is fertile myrtle. Like I said, without further ado, let's.
What up, boys? How you guys holding up, man?
Holding strong for only 3 wins on the season. I mean, this is about as good as I can do. I haven't tied the noose yet, so I guess we're okay.
Who would have thought that we're at this with everything that we were expecting during the off season? I mean, all the stuff that we did, all the preparation, and here we are.
Facts, man. It's like so embarrassing, man.
This is about as good as I can do.
Got some feedback.
That
Anyways,
was my bad. That was
okay,
me.
all right.
I'm bringing it up on my phone. I didn't realize my volume was up.
Dude, like I think all three of us might be like mainly out of market. We all know fans of other teams. We are the Jet fans in our communities. So like how much shit talking did we do this off season? Like we're stacked, We got Tyron Smith and like we got Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, ... Man, it just egg on our face, all of our faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you want to hear what I was saying all off season? 14-3.
I remember.
And it might be the other way around, all right? So
I thought 0% chance, just 0% chance that we had a losing season this season. I thought 9-8 if everything went wrong and people getting injured left and right, blown ACLs and Achilles tendons and things like that, I thought we were still 9-8. Not even a chance.
It's the curse, bro. I mean, I truly believe that we're cursed, man. Like this would be the team where you get Tyron Smith and Tyron Smith looks like a shell of himself. This is the team that you get, and Aaron Rodgers is not looking like the Aaron Rodgers we thought. The team, right, was not the team that we thought. Who the hell would have thought that we can't complete a 4-quarter game at all this year? It's bad. It's in every piece. It's like 1 week we do great in this part, but then it's slipping on the other 2 parts, and just vice versa, and it just keeps changing, and it's like every week we have like, how the hell did this happen? How did we have this person in the practice squad? How do we have this person that should have done this, should have done that? It's the big what if, man. And it's disappointing and it's frustrating as anything because, I mean, bro, we give so much to this damn team and it's a constant. We breathe it. We live it. I mean, I wake up in the morning. That's like the first stuff I start looking at, my reports, see what's going on, anything that I missed while I was asleep with the kids. It's frustrating, man. It's very frustrating.
Dude, and that's the thing. Like we're all three passionate. We wear it on our sleeves, right? Go ahead, Daniel.
I was just going to say, like one of the problems too, like you can't even really nail it down to just one thing,
100%.
You can't just be like, oh man, our quarterback, we got Zach Wilson, our quarterback sucks. That's what it is. No. You can't be like, oh man, our defense sucks. No. You can't say injuries because we really haven't been that injured, Coaching, we fired the coach. It didn't do no good.
Nah.
So what
my
is it?
My biggest complaint, dude, is committing to the wrong guys. Like Michael Clemens, like Tyron Smith, like maybe Aaron for 2-3 games. Like maybe he should have sat. Brees the first, like all of September. Should Brees have sat? Like I don't know, but like all I know is guys were booty cheeks and they played well past their whatever best by date.
and it's what I keep saying, Dane. Like it's the big what ifs. Like, and it sucks because you could just pinpoint the different pieces of each game that, well, maybe we should have done this prior to the game, or maybe we should have done this, or if Aaron Rodgers was completely hurt, right? Why didn't the coaching staff just say, you know what, Aaron, I understand that you're Aaron Rodgers, but this is about the New York Jets. We need to bench your ass. Let's go ahead and put Terod in inside. Let him rock for now. Get healthy because it's about the playoffs and we want to do. Not something that he said, one of my main goals for myself was to play all 17 games. Like, that's when I heard that, I was like, damn, man, this dude is really making it tough for himself on a lot of the fan base. And I can see why the fan base is turning on him. I mean, I still love the dude. I think he's gonna be here next year. I don't believe he leaves. I think he still gives us the best chance to win, but I start thinking like maybe not. I don't know.
Aaron's not what he was. I mean, I don't think that anybody can sit here and say Aaron Rodgers is even 85% of, prime Aaron Rodgers. You could say he's been beat up. You can say, I mean, he played pretty decent last game, but it wasn't enough, I don't know. It's hard to pin down what it is, because some games you'll see Aaron and you're like, all right, this is what we need, but then everything else is falling apart. So I don't even know what to say about it. It's just crazy. Bring him back if you want, but if you bring him back, you got to have him grooming a young guy, in my opinion. And I don't know if that guy's Jordan Travis either.
Honestly, Jordan Travis, I feel like his rookie season is next year. So even if you draft a guy next year, you basically got two rookies. So a lot of people want to get rid of Aaron, but I don't know, man. Do you trust Tyrod Taylor to play 17 games? Are you going to do Tyrod and Brissett to give you 17 games? Because you don't have – these young guys can't play yet. Not until the following year. It's tough, man, because I wonder how much of it is, he just came off the Achilles. But then again, bro, we had 7 games lost by 6 points or less. We're 0-7 in them. 6 points or less, 0-7. We couldn't win 1 or 2 of those, and I know it wasn't all him. But okay, say the defense loses you 4, and the kicker loses you 2. He can't get the 7th. 0 of I don't know, man. 0-7 in 6-point games.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, we were all talking about kind of going to what Dana was talking about right now in regards to Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, we were not expecting him to be Aaron Rodgers of old. It was supposed to be almost ground and pound, and then he was supposed to, get it over enough because he knows defenses so well and everything. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's very difficult to see because then at the same time, I want Aaron Rodgers with the ball at the end of the game driving, because that's all I've ever seen him do. And I keep forgetting it's the Jets. It's not Aaron Rodgers with Green Bay. He's with the green and white. And it's tough, man. It's frustrating. I don't know, man. During the draft, all I wanted was line. I wanted line, pick line, keep going with line. And the only nugget that I had there was Corley, because I liked Corley a lot and what he was supposed to do. But they don't even play him, and they don't even put him in positions to excel as a player that's a yak king. I mean, it's tough. It's frustrating, man. It's a very frustrating season as well, just like every other single season that we've dealt with.
If if the Achilles didn't happen, I could see a world where this is a whole different thing, right? I can see where last year us having an 11-win season or so, making a run in the playoffs. But I think it's just a combination of Rodgers playing for freaking 20 years in Green Bay, never seeing another change of scenery, changing his scenery and everything about his daily life, and then the boom Achilles right after it, and then him having him having to sit out for a year after that, and it's just getting acclimated, and he just never has, and then now we throw in Devontae Adams when he's starting to catch a, get acquainted with Garrett and things like that, and now he's like, oh, well, that's my guy Devontae, so that's all. It's just too many things, man. And will he ever fully recover from it? Like, will he next year throw for 4,500 yards and 35 touchdowns and 5 picks? No, like probably not, but I don't know. All I know is what we have right now cooking isn't working, and it's very likely they're just going to tear it all down.
100%.
Agreed. What new regime? I mean, short of him bridging us to our real answer, but like, and I think that's a great benefit to a new regime. However, when you say that it comes with kicking the dead money down the road and making it larger, is it a benefit? That negates the benefit. So like, it's tough. Like, I wish him being our bridge for next year came with the amount of money being the same, because then it's like maybe. But when you're taking it from 49 million to 63 and making it the next year and the year after instead of next, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting into the big contract re-signings we have, and they're all going to be bleeding together. Like, if you keep Rodgers for 1 year, like, it's almost, for me, you got to keep him for 2 more or 0. And I don't think anybody's committing to 2 more of him.
No, not with what we've seen this year. And then you also have to take into consideration, like, before all this shit show happened, Rodgers' mindset is he was probably like, oh, I'll restructure my deal to be cheaper again next year, and we'll do it again next year. But now the coach that he came over here for is gone. The GM that he trusted when he came here that built this team is gone. The only one that's left is Woody Johnson, and who's to say that they had a great relationship? I mean, we all know the vaccine stuff and stuff like that. Does he actually respect Woody, or did he come here because of the GM, the coach, and he saw an opportunity that he thought he could capitalize on?
I mean, I think of, like, okay, so let's just say what other teams have seen right now, right? I mean, do you guys really believe there's another team out there that is in the position that we're in? Because I honestly feel like we do have real good talent here. I really think it's a coach, and I hate to say this, but we're a coach away, right? That's been like the fucking thing that's been said consistently, right? We're just one thing away every single year. The damn goalpost keeps getting pushed, man. But do you think somebody else would get him, and like, what would they get from him? Because that would happen to us, right? Like, he would go to another team and it's Brett Favre all over again, and we're like, what?
And
I do. And I do. I mean, does anyone believe that this year is the same performance you'll get next year from him? Because I do feel like it's safe to say you'll slightly see better Rodgers next year, just because of the injuries he suffered early in this year. But at the same time, like, I don't think he's gonna do a third trip to an organization. I think it's us, man. I do. I don't know.
You want to think that it would be better next year. Like, everything seems like, okay, yeah, it's going to be better next year. But at the same time, next year is going to have a different offensive coordinator. Next year is going to have a whole different regime. So is he going to adapt to that? Well, maybe. He's a smart guy. I think he could. But can he at 40 years old plus? And I don't know. It's a lot to judge. But if he wants to be a bridge for 1 year and show a rookie how it's done, to the best of his ability, while we get groomed with a new coach and everything, I'm down. But aside from that, man, I don't know how much of the future is Rodgers.
It's a tough one, man. I thought about you earlier, Dano, because on the actual clip that you had earlier, you were talking about Penix, right? And what Sam Darnold has going on over there right now, right? I think he's going to get signed for like 3 to 4 years, right? Would you guys, and what would it take if we were to say, hey, let's trade and bring Penix over here, and let's just say that Flores ends up coming over here as the head coach. And I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, right? Our OC ends up being Josh McCown because you're seeing what Josh McCown is doing over there, right? So he gets the upgrade from the QB coach to an offensive coordinator. And then we're talking about maybe bringing Penix over here and going from there. What would it take? What's your guys' take on that? I mean, how you guys feeling?
Dane, you want to start that?
You know what? Without further, like you guys saw it on the billboard that it was me, Daniel. We were having Johnny on tonight, but there was another guy that he was running late. I just would like to welcome Scott to the panel here, and he's got a beer, so hey, he meets the entry fee.
Old NyQuil Scott today.
Beer
Scott,
and
what do you?
drops.
Scott, I know you're deep into the head coaching candidates. What do you think of Flores?
I want Vrabel, but I'd be okay with Flores. I want someone with
Balls.
coaching experience for sure. I don't want a hot young coordinator who's never been a head coach.
You can say it, Scott. You want someone with balls. I know that's what it is.
Hell yeah.
I get it. I understand that mindset, wanting somebody like that. And I don't hate Flores. I actually kind of wanted him whenever he left Miami. I thought that when the Vikings hired him to be the DC there, I thought that was a genius, selection. And look, that defense has turned around. And I mean, what are they, 11-2 right now? I mean, geez Louise. So yeah, I like Flores. The defensive-minded head coaches, I'm so burnt out on, man. It's never worked for us. Never.
Well, Rex did okay.
2 years. That's
Yeah.
it. He did okay for 2 years and came
So
up.
true. So true.
We hang on those Rex years like they're, what I mean? And I love Rex because I love his personality and I love the shit talking he did and everything, But like, we're really hanging on to 2 years. And one of the years we were only 9-7. We squeaked into the playoffs and then made a run. So he never could. I mean, aside from having a good rushing game when we had the best O-line in the league, he could never have a good offense. He tried blaming Callahan, right, and fired him, and it didn't really get any better after that. So
His family doesn't think you need offense to win games. That's how he was raised.
And 20 years ago, that would have been fine. 30 years ago, yeah. Back when Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl, yeah, that would have been fine back then. But that's not the case now.
That defense was a beast, though, man.
Oh yeah, it was.
Rex was on that staff.
Yeah, he was. That's where it popped in my head. But
yeah. I mean, Dane, Murph, I'm on the same boat with you, bro. Like, Rex Ryan is on my list of coaches that I don't want, right? And I've been saying it because I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go to the past and have that, toxic girlfriend all over again that she got that good, but everything else is bad. And it's what you'll get with Rex. I mean, Rex is that bravado type of dude. Like, he's going to get you hyped up for the game and things like that. But I mean, other than that, what else do you bring, right? You're saying the right stuff. You're going on, the pivot and talking about like oh, I've changed. You know, I know that I need to bring coordinators in and stuff like that. But you and I both know he's going to call Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez is going to end up being the offensive coordinator. I wouldn't mind taking Jim Leonard
Please
as a
no.
DC, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's fine, but come on.
you know, but that's what I'm saying. Bart Scott will come in as a linebacking coach, right? I mean, he's just gonna call all these old guys that was rocking with him then to be over here with us, and we're like, what the hell is going on? Is this the jest of Ghost Past? Like, and it'll be a circus, and then we're here a couple years later again talking about, damn, Woody Johnson gave so much leeway and time in regards to this, and then we're in this vicious circle of being a Jet fan.
Yeah, I'm already dealing with the whole recycled head coach thing. I'm a Mountaineers fan, and I'm not happy about this. So let's not do this with both my favorite teams. Come on, guys.
Murph,
Like,
I was gonna text you today in regards to that. My bad for getting off of the New York Jets, but I was like, why are they hyping this dude up like that too? You know, so Pat McAfee was all pro. Like, this is like,
because Pat played under him, but Pat was also a kicker, and he was like the team clown, and I don't know. He didn't actually. Rich
My bad.
Rodriguez bolted when he didn't have Pat White anymore. He went to Michigan, completely tanked. Then he went to Arizona, completely tanked, and he bounced around. He's at Jacksonville State. They won a Conference USA title, ooh, and now he's back. I'm whatever. He's not that good of a coach, but anyway. So yeah, Rex. I love Rex. We'll let Rex's memory be as it is now.
You know
Let's
what?
try
And that's the thing. Like, how few things do we have to like be happy about with our past? Like, the Rex era pisses me off because they lost to fucking Pittsburgh. However, like at the same time, I am semi fond of that era, and I don't want to ruin it.
exactly.
Maybe
Exactly.
if he was out of the game for 5 years, like I don't know, it's been what 7 or 8 now. Like even 5 is a lot. If you're gonna go that route, I would love Aaron Glenn. If you're going the defensive route, the prior Jet route, not Rex, Aaron Glenn. He's my top 2, and that's.
No.
I do want an offensive guy. Come on, Ben Johnson's not coming here. But I have Vrabel and Glenn like this.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat with you, Dana, with the Aaron Glenn thing because of what he's done with the team defense and all them injuries, and they're not making excuses. But then at the same time, I combat that conversation with them myself because I'm like, well, then you got an offense that's scoring you like 50 something points and everything. So what is it? I don't know, man. The Aaron Glenn stuff, it'll fill up seats, because you're gonna get the old heads that are gonna want to come over here and that remember Aaron Glenn and all that. But it's tough. I want Flores. I really want Flores a lot. I mean, he's a New York native, not just because of that, but he doesn't take no shit from anybody. He has balls, just like what Murph was saying and all that. He is somebody that is not scared to call out somebody like an Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the whole Tua stuff and what he's done for me, like he gets his bad rep, and I'm like, for what? It's stupid to me. He was telling the truth, and look what's happened with Tua. He can never win the big games. He can't play when it's cold outside and stuff like that. Like he was saying things that everybody else was saying. He just had the balls to say it.
Yeah, but he also at the same time he probably shouldn't say that stuff in a press conference. But at the same time, this is this dude's first time ever being an NFL head coach. I don't know. Like guys can learn from their mistakes, and even with him making those mistakes, like they weren't horrible. Like they were, not a bad team back whenever he was their head coach. So I don't know. The Aaron Glenn thing, I just can't, dude. Is Detroit's defense even that good? Like, come on, what are we talking about?
I mean, they got like what 11, 15.
Come
They got
on,
like they got like 15 injuries, don't they? And then with Hutchinson gone, that was a huge piece that left too. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's the battle that I'm combating within myself, Murph, in regards with Detroit, because it's like Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn. Well, is it Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell? Is it? It's not Dan Campbell, right? It is Dan Campbell, the coach, the head coach over there. You know, it's just they got the right people in the right places right now, and I'm just
Ray Agnew.
I would love that. I mean, and that's what I wanted to say. That's the first thing that we need to go ahead and have. It's the damn GM. Like the GM is the main piece that we need right now, and then we could kind of go from there. It's tough, man. Like second fewest points per game allowed.
I didn't know that.
And he's doing that with that many injuries.
Bro, they're like top in the league in intercept. They have like 14, 15 interceptions right now. We have 2.
Yeah, I mean, but turnovers are also a lot of luck. I mean, there's a lot of luck in turnovers, even picks. You know,
I do feel like it has a lot to do too. They have leads. You got to pass against them in the second half. You know, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll take a step back on that. Okay, he's doing a good job over there, but I think it's a lot easier when your offense is scoring 50 points a game, and you know, and it's taken them how long for that defense to get there, too, because it's been a couple years that he's been there, and they weren't very good the last couple years. Last year was okay, but I don't know. I think that the Aaron Glenn thing is more nostalgia than anything, and I love Aaron Glenn. I'm a Jets fan just like the rest of you guys, but that's not the path I see us needing to take.
I mean, some people don't.
Over Rex, though, the question over Rex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Over Rex. Yeah. Rex is like the bottom of my list, basically. I mean, he's above what Bill Belichick would have been on the list, but yeah, Aaron Glenn over Rex. I mean, if I'm going to go DC route, I'd rather have Flores, you know, or Vrabel. I mean, I guess you would consider Vrabel a defensive minded guy, but I think he's kind of just a leader overall. I don't think that, you know.
And that's what the Jets need.
Yeah, I think I'm high on Vrabel too. I think he's top 2 on my list.
Hey, Dano, did you see that Daniel Cat, what he put about the physical assault too in the locker room? Good. He should have whooped that dude's ass, because I tell you right now, I want my coach that can go on a damn press conference and say we suck. I would kill for right now for our coach to say that and go in there and be like, let's be honest with each other right now. We're playing crap ball, right? And 4 quarters, we can't finish a fucking game.
That is something we've severely been lacking at the head coach position, is just the visible sight of passion, like on the sideline, like at the presser. Like these guys are just, they look like neutered. I don't even know what. But we could talk about that all night. I do have a game I want to get to.
Let's
do it, man. And the reason why I thought of a game is because we got JohnnyBoy, Jets Worldwide.
Wide.
What? Johnny's the game guy. So I said, you know what? The Danger Zone has to bring something. And I'm out of it. I'll kind of host it, but you'll see what it's about. I'll give you a sample. Let's bring it up here. And no, not me. Get me out of there.
Dana's or Pat Sajak.
Come on. Hold on.
Or our Vienna White.
There we go.
No, Johnny, you're the Vanna White, okay?
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Let's see.
I don't know. If Scott brings the old feet out, then we might let him be Vanna White.
Hell yeah.
Now,
I can smell them bad boys all the way from over here, and I like it.
you know, I shared something with these guys earlier. It was a map of the U.S. and it had the most searched corn terms in a specific state. For some reason, Colorado had feet involved. And I said to Scott, "What's that about, brother?"
As soon as he stepped on the state, he already knew what time
Totally
it was.
changed.
Well, it was big boobs until I moved here. Foot job.
All he had to do
shots.
was walk
Shots fired.
barefoot through town a couple times, and then everybody's search engines changed.
Hey, Daniel, I speak my mind, brother, and I'm gonna say for what it is and all that, because it's the truth. Like, if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but we need a culture change inside here. We need an individual that's gonna go ahead and say we fucking suck. All right, this team is bad. We can't play 4 quarters. It's trash. We've had leads going into the 4th quarter, and we just crumble. So it is what it is. It sucks. It's frustrating as crap. I watch this damn game every single Sunday, Thursday, whatever, and it ruins my damn day. So
I really thought when they made the coaching change, that's what Brick was going to bring to the table. Not at all. Just the same old thing.
And you should have thought that. I mean, everyone should have thought that. The dude is fiery as hell, but something about the head coach spot, dude, it's just a soul suck. It is a soul suck. All right, without further ado, I'm just going to throw up a sample, and you're going to know exactly what this game is. So we'll figure out, basically, after this sample, we'll just do fastest wins. But for this one, I think you'll know what's up.
Tomlin? Mike Tomlin?
Nope. So it's a New York Jet.
Oh, okay. Current or old or ex?
This is current and this season. Yeah, this season.
Okay. Ooh, bro, what? We're going straight Diddy right now? Oh man.
Wow.
All right. So in chat, you guys can play along. Feel free. These guys, I'll keep score for, but the chat can kind of just go at it.
You gonna make me
all
put
right.
glasses on? God damn it!
Hey, if you want to compete.
Cheers, boys.
Hey, cheers, man. Jets Worldwide with us, guys. If you haven't followed them, the description title of my video, Jets Worldwide in blue, click that. It'll take you there and hit the subscribe button.
Oh yeah. We got Scotty going against Florida Phil.
See? Oh, look at this. Midnight Mike. Hell yeah, bro.
Man, he already knew that, bro. He already said that crap right after the picture was up
He
there.
said that right after you switched. He said, "Oh yeah, that's what I said that."
All right, here we go.
Keep an eye on that guy.
You know what? I'll give you a further hint. This is all from the Jets at Miami game. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Next one. Ready? And hey, whoever says it first.
Brees Hall.
No.
Irv Charles.
I'll give you a hint. Let me just set it up. Some of these are more difficult than others.
That's Quinnen.
Scott, do you have a guess?
Quincy Williams, I know.
I don't know. Shit.
Malachi?
Maybe that one was too hard. I'm going to give it to you guys. Okay. Roger, yeah, go ahead. The only problem, Roger, is there's like a 20-second delay, so it would take forever to wait. But all right, I'm going to give you guys this one because it's the hardest of the...
Oh, man, bro, we're way off.
Yeah, I knew it was one of the big boys. That's why I said Quinnen at first. But
You were the closest. All right, ready?
not really.
With the big beard, the tight end, Conklin. Damn it, way off.
I'm gonna have to full screen this.
Yeah, me too,
Please.
bro.
Colonel.
Oh, Jeremy
Sam-
Ruckert.
Close.
The fuck?
He's got a little belly on him.
Max
Max
Mitchell?
Mitchell.
No, very close.
Oh, Pittman.
Yes,
Damn it.
Daniel got it. Hold on, let me.
The tip is in.
I just want to let you know that Scott is very bad at this game because he's yet to say any answers.
Hey, I'll give you. Let me set this up too. There's only 3 of them in street clothes. Then it's jerseys, so it'll get a lot easier after that.
Dane, you got any post-game locker room shots?
Okay,
Yeah, those are the ones I
here we
want.
go. We had
He's got that saved in
Infrared.
the folder.
Ruckert, no. Chaz, ooh, close. Ruckert. Ashton Davis, we had. Conklin. It was Joe Tipman, chat. So Daniel's beating everybody right now. Is 1.
I was looking. I was like, how many white dudes do we even have on the team? Like,
Oh,
All right, you guys ready?
I love he called him Puckert.
Breeze.
Nope.
I'm gonna say this is Clemens.
Clement?
Quincy.
Oh, sorry, Clemens. Yeah, that was a good guess. Who did you say, Scott?
Quincy.
No. On all. I'll give you a hint. He's a little shorter.
What? All right. Let me see. Short
Think
guy.
short.
Gibson?
Nope.
DJ Reed.
Yes.
Damn it, Murph. This is why he's the reigning freaking Jets Worldwide champion with the longest winning streak.
Oh, Braylon.
No.
No.
Conk.
No, not Conklin.
No, Conk got full sleeves.
Yeah. Holy shit, I can't think of his name right now.
You're gonna hate yourself if you don't get it. So think.
Lazard.
Yes.
Nice.
I couldn't think of his name, man.
That was a good pull, Johnny.
I don't hate myself.
Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson.
Out.
You got the Lazard. Okay. Here we go.
Are you serious?
That's not
Andrews Carlson.
yeah, damn
Yes.
it. I couldn't think of his name. We just had so many, bro.
I want to say punter.
I love that
You
guy,
got it.
by the way.
Kerr Vedvik.
Stack. Good job, Stack. You got that one.
What up, Stack?
Let's see if they'll get the kicker. It'll be a delay, but someone will get that kicker. Carlson. Connor got Carlson. So Stack and Connor each got 1. I think someone had Lazard as well. That was Stack. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, Midnight Mike. How could you not remember Lazard?
Gross.
All right, here we go.
Tyron Smith.
No. Close.
Oh man, I've seen that.
John Simpson.
No.
Olu.
Come on. I know
Those
someone.
eyes.
I guarantee you the chat knows this.
Were you going to use someone more than once?
Yes, possibly.
Morgan Moses.
No. But
Solomon
he's in
Thomas.
Morgan's in this again. Close, not by position, but by name, Johnny. Who was your first guess? You said Tyron.
Tyron Smith.
There. Look at this. Sean McAteer.
Tyrod Taylor.
Ha.
Yes, that counts, right?
No.
Damn.
Chat. Greg got it too. Good job, man. Good
Hampton
job.
Roads finest right there, man. That dude's loved out here in Virginia.
Oh, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, he went to Hampton out here and all that. AVT.
You got it.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was quick.
It's something
That
about them
was.
thighs, baby.
You're You're like, that ACL's been torn. I know it.
You ain't lying, Murph. You ain't lying.
All right, here we go.
John Simpson.
No.
Oh man, this is he's all tatted up too.
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick.
Scott, you got this one?
No, I can barely see the damn screen.
Dude.
Hey,
Hold on.
I know from the waist below, man. So this it's blocking.
Do you give up?
I got it.
No.
Conklin? It looks too dark to be Conklin, but
Yeah.
that's the only dude I know that's tatted up like that.
Well, let me give you a hint. Their lockers are close by.
John Simpson.
No.
You just want somebody to be John Simpson so bad.
I do, bro, so bad. Morgan Moses. Yes.
Moses. Moses.
These are tough, man.
Damn,
I
he's
guarantee
tatted
you,
up. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. You know what? That's what struck me as well. Legs and arms.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I've only ever seen like his face, like, and actually paid attention. You know.
I will say that there's going to be some that you're going to know right off the bat. So just prepare for that.
Ruckert.
You got it.
That damn walk, bro. I can see that.
Hey,
walk,
if you
bro.
can see the thighs, you got it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I wish you would keep walking.
Walk on home.
Yeah,
Tight
Scott,
ends have been tough, man, too, bro. Clemens.
No.
Hassan.
Okay.
Will
Yes,
McDonald.
Scott on the board.
Who is it?
Devontae. He got him because of the cleats.
Good job,
I keep
Scott.
my mind keeps getting blown when I see Devontae. I didn't realize he was at Jax, dude.
100%.
For a receiver, he's got some muscle on him. All right.
Look, Ulbricht's doing another hard look.
Oh, Ashton Davis?
No, Surratt. Suck it, Murph.
What did you do to his face?
Still on the team?
Yeah.
Not there.
I'm
That's
kidding.
why it was blurry.
Being sarcastic.
Yo, who is 52?
Is that
You know
the Egwavoan or whatever?
It might be because 58, I think, is Watts.
Oof,
Connor
that's
got
tough.
that one. Connor, good job on that one, bro. All right, here we go.
Ashton.
Yeah.
Killing ya. Job, Johnny.
Suck it, Scott. Hassan.
MC2.
Not Hassan. What did you say, Murph?
MC2.
No.
Eccles.
Nope. Bigger.
Quincy.
Center.
Stiggers?
Bigger.
Jesus. Sherwood.
Other side of the ball.
Quincy? Wait,
Other
other side of the ball. Braylon?
Garrett.
Kenny Yeboah.
Connor got it.
Yeah. Oh.
I was like, I don't know.
Good job, Connor.
Damn, Connor's
He's
killing it
killing
too.
it. Yeah, he's got the delay, the chat delay. If I see it in the chat first, the chat gets it. All right. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Greg Rollo, good job. You got that too.
Sauce.
No.
Oh.
Come on, Murph.
Reed.
Reed. You
Yeah,
got
Reed.
it. Johnny.
Reed.
Reed it is.
Really? That's DJ Reed? Huh.
Long arm bastard. Someone got ups.
McDonald.
Not on offense.
Braylon. Wait, not on
No.
offense. Okay.
So that's
no,
use your context clues. That's Isaiah Davis scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Lazard?
no.
No.
Who was blocking for him, man? Oh, Braylon.
Did you just say
No.
not on offense?
No, it is on offense. Yeah, sorry.
Gibson?
Nope. This is a tough one because I blocked a little too much of it. I'm gonna give it to you. I never would have guessed it. That guy got hops, but that's Ruckert.
I still think, man, he could be good, bro.
Oh God, Johnny.
So here's my take. Here's my take on Ruckert. I think he's good after the ball's in his hands. It's the getting the ball in his hands that's the struggle. But when he has it, dude, I think he can run guys over. He can't. Well, let me put it this way: he has 0 broken tackles his entire career, so he's not going to break a tackle. But hey, he'll fall forward. That's kind of crazy, though. 0 broken tackles your whole career.
That's nuts.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I forget where I heard that, but it was a pod. All right, here we go.
Jefferson.
You got it.
Yeah. Damn it.
Conklin.
No.
Lazard.
Yes.
Because they're the only ones that do that crap.
Yeah,
Look,
like,
it's
There's both of them. Yeah. Braylon.
No.
Garrett.
Brees.
That's Garrett.
Scott.
Garrett.
Johnny got the thighs. Scott got the biceps.
I was gonna say them arms are too thin. Rogers.
That was good, bro. It was the Adidas. It was the Adidas that gave it away, bro.
Hey, did you like that graphic I made, though?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
All right. Lazard, Johnny, or Connor got another one down there. All right.
Gibson.
Just get. It's loading for me. Come on.
Braylon.
Isaiah Davis.
I can't see it. Shit.
It has a big question mark.
Oh, it was Braylon.
Yes.
Was it? Did someone get that?
No.
Johnny?
I
No.
did.
It was Scott.
Scott. All right.
Okay.
I see. Okay, now I'm caught up.
Lazard.
Garrett.
Isaiah Davis.
It is Isaiah Davis.
Is by the way he was carrying the ball.
Damn, he got some small ass arms for a running back.
He was still more skinny.
Infrared. Good job.
Yo,
And
I
Ron-
like
hey.
what Infrared calls Ruckert. He calls him puckered.
Yeah.
It's so funny, bro.
That is good.
Some Isaiah Davis? Yes.
Again.
Yeah. I shouldn't have put them back to back.
I like how you said it as a question, Johnny. Isaiah Davis.
Hassan.
Yes.
Yes, Johnny.
And I will say that's some piss poor body language right there.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He sucks.
Like, look at that.
What just a complete fiasco that was. Good Lord.
Yeah, Midnight Mike. Yeah, Isaiah. He needs those game checks to start hitting his account. Connor, yep, you got that Hassan one.
Kinlaw.
Sure. Neither.
Jamie and Sherwood.
Damn it.
Nope.
Oh, Mills, the Green Goblin.
Oh yeah.
Mills it is.
I was trying to think of who
All
had
right.
colored hair.
Let's see. I think I got like one or two more. All right. So
Quinnen.
Johnny, you're on the ball, man.
It's bro from under. I'm Gucci, bro.
Do you guys see why he runs a game show YouTube Jets channel with Snowball guys?
Shout out to Snowball.
Hey, sub it up.
Yes, sir.
Look at the size of that guy. Good Lord.
Facts.
Braylon.
G-Dub, again.
No.
Here's a tat. I'm trying to think of it. Irv.
Daniel, you got a guess?
Brees.
No.
Well, it can't be Sauce because he has the ball in his hand. So
Yeah. He's been on this list already once or twice. 3
Devontae?
times maybe.
Hell yeah. All
I
right.
think that's
I barely consider Devontae a Jet, so I don't know.
good job, guys.
What was the score, man?
So here
You got like
I got
24.
Daniel with 5, Scott
14.
with 3, Johnny with 15.
Suck it.
Seriously? Good Lord.
Yeah, that's what happens whenever you have it's like whoever's the fastest. Johnny's just like spurting out shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's my ADHD, bro. Like,
Hey.
Johnny must,
Some of those are tough too. Like,
Johnny must have all their Instagram accounts.
oh yeah, and they're all the pictures from the bottom down.
dude, the chat was all over some of those too. So good job, chat, for sure.
Charles, what's up, Charles?
Johnny, I only asked you for an hour, so it's up to you, brother. If you want to keep chopping it up.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Kids are good. Kids asleep. I'm here to chat it up, man. Talk some stuff, man. Hey, Dano, real talk though, I did want to get that insight from you about what I was saying with Penix. Is that a possibility that could occur because he's still in the rookie contract, right? I mean, I know Scott liked him.
Oh yeah, not gonna happen though, Johnny.
You don't think?
You know what?
If they sign Sam for 3 to 4 years?
Have you seen how Cousins is playing?
Well, yeah, they're locked into Cousins, and he's been abysmal. So, like,
Not Penix. I meant to say JJ McCarthy.
oh,
That's
okay.
who I was talking about. That's why I kept talking about Sam Darnold. My bad.
Fair.
That's what I meant.
Well, their situations are very similar, and Daniel, anytime you got to step away, no problem.
yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Okay, you got it, brother.
There
But
he is.
Minnesota and Atlanta, dude, the same situation. They got rookies. They got what do you call journeyman quarterbacks at the helm. I think Kirk they would throw him out of town right now if they could, probably. He's just been shitty. I think he's like 0-4 his last 4 games with 8 picks and 0 touchdowns.
0 touchdowns.
Like,
Yeah.
it horrible. Darnold. So I was watching I think it was the Flight Plan podcast with Rosenblatt, and they brought on Will Parkinson, and he said if I had a top 10 pick and I wanted a quarterback, rather than draft one of these guys that nobody knows anything about, maybe Minnesota would just want their pick back and they would get rid of JJ McCarthy and commit to Sam for a couple years. I love that, dude. If we could do that, I would do it. But how's his health? We don't know. And also, are they going to commit to Sam? Would you commit to Sam?
And also, is he any good? I mean,
Yeah, yes.
he's just as big of a dart throw as Cam Ward would be,
Here,
no.
one other thing. We had the chance to draft him.
True.
You know? I mean, we needed a tackle, but, like, he went in the same pick we had. So, like,
100%. You're right too, because we're in the same boat with Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis is injured, and then JJ McCarthy with the surgery and all that. So we would be essentially in that same boat. I don't know, man. It sucks, bro. Like, there's just so much stuff that we are going to be needing, and I think next year not having the added pressure that we're going to go into the playoffs, going into the Super Bowl, I think that's going to help out a lot, right? Because there's not going to be that added pressure of, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, playoff, and all that. Everybody's thinking that we're not going to be good next year and all that. And maybe we could be like a freaking Washington Commanders and be that team and do it like what they just did, So I don't know, man. It's just tough.
Who was Dan Quinn was a head coach before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Matt Ryan, Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had Kyle Shanahan as his OC. Okay. I couldn't remember exactly who he was. Yeah.
And then
all right.
In Seattle before that, did a lot of winning there.
He was a head coach at Seattle, or you talking DC?
Seattle winning games.
Yeah. Legion of Boom, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, that was him.
Ooh, Jay, that's a good thing. I didn't even think about that, man. Jay Franco, an Arondic Fly Guy, talks about Sam going back to Cali, going to San Fran.
Oh.
He was just there, and they let him go.
But I mean, if they're seeing what he's doing over there, and Purdy's gonna want money, man.
I don't think Purdy's earning himself a big payday.
Nope.
I think they have more issues than quarterback right now. Like, Debo's throwing a fit. He's not. I mean, there's a lot of issues they got going on.
100%, Murph. I agree with you 100%. That's why I think that if there is, let's just say, if Kyle Shanahan is out of there, right?
I was going to say they need to fire their head coach. And I have an idea who I want the Jets head coach to be.
100%, bro. That you read my mind, because I was gonna say this. Would you give up a draft pick to get Kyle? Now, I know a lot of people don't like the whole trading a coach for a draft pick and all that, but for the caliber of a coach like that, would you do it? And what would it take?
I would absolutely do it. But I feel like it would take a lot. I mean, look how much it took to get for the Broncos to get the rights to what's his name? The Saints' old head coach, their head coach now,
Sean Payton.
Yeah, it took like two first rounders, I think, to get him.
I would do it though, man. If that's what it took, I would do it, bro. Honestly, I really would. I really would. And then at that point, right, him coming over here, that Sam Darnold conversation of him possibly coming back would be a real combo that would have to be said, because he knows his freaking offense like that. So why not? I mean, you have more talent with over here with the Jets. Like, when people are saying with the coaches and stuff like that in regards to that, this is not a desired coaching job, they're bugging to me. Like, I think it is. I think there's pieces here that if you get in the right regime, you get in the right coordinators, and I'm talking about everything, man. I'm talking about from like personnel, the whole nine, brand new medical staff, like everything, man. Like, rip that shit all the way down to the studs, right? And I think we have something, but That might just be the optimistic
Here's
Jet
the
fan in
problem.
me.
Here's the problem, Johnny. How do you get new owners? Because good owners don't have bad teams for 15 straight years.
Yeah, the thing about it is there's only 32 of these jobs in the league, right? So they are desired. Now there might be a couple guys that are a little more picky than others. Like I could see Ben Johnson be like, I ain't going to New York, not with that. But I think for the most part, it's not. There's not going to be too many guys turned away. That's going to turn away a head coaching gig, especially if they've never been one before.
And if you win in New York, oh man, king of the world.
Yeah, Rex Ryan had 2 good seasons for us, and
And we still talk about him, bro.
we're we're praising it.
Murph, I say that all the time, bro. It is the craziest thing to me. Like, and that's what I mean. You win in New York, man, you get away with so much stuff, man. And if you win the big championship, it's that Messier conversation all over again. Aw.
Look at the pub.
Not Rex, but as the head cheerleader, he'd be
Hey.
great.
It's a beautiful dog.
Would you take Rex as a DC?
If he would say yes to it and his ego, I would.
You'd have to have a really strong head coach to be able to deal with that.
I mean, Flores, baby, let's go. We got
Hey,
Flores.
you get a dog, or was that a rat crawling up in your lap? What's going on there? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
like
so
living like an Oregonian now.
All in, baby. All in.
Mike, this is a Jets freaking show here. We're not going to talk about the Rangers right now. Okay, so
Yeah, I was just about to watch the Rangers tonight. I was watching Mystery Alaska.
let's go Rangers.
That's a great movie.
Dude, I watch
You're not an Islander
anything.
fan, Scott or Johnny?
Nah, bro. First game I ever went to watch, I watched Gretzky play at the Coliseum against the Islanders, and I was hooked ever since then.
I thought that if you were a Jets fan and a Mets fan, you had to be an Islanders fan as well.
I mean, technically, that's how it goes. It's very similar to like with Jake. He's a Jets, Islanders, but he's a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Hey, do you want to do Collins?
I mean, I'm game for whatever you guys want to do, bro. You know me, man. But
chat's
Good timing because I'm gonna pop off to take my kid to bed anyway, so I'll be right back.
But let's talk about Soto real quick. Let's
Yes.
talk about this right here, okay? Let's talk about that. This is gonna be raising every single freaking game, baby. You got a generational player came on over there. Yes, he took 765 mil, but the Yankees were offering 760 million for him. You know, the biggest issues was they wouldn't give him a suite, right? Which I think is stupid. But hey, I'm hyped. I'm excited. People are trying to call him now fat because he was wearing a sweater. Like, come on, man. Like, let's stop. Like, that's not what's going on.
And that's the thing. Can I please say that? Like, so many are saying, "Oh, look at that beer belly," blah blah blah. A, who cares? For all we know, it's like that every December. But B, when he took off his shit to put the Mets jersey on in the presser, he had a hoodie on. Like that's just extra sweatshirt that you see there. So like,
And
I thought the same, dude. I thought the same thing when I first saw him when he was sitting down. I'm like, he looks pudgy. And then when he put the jersey on, I was like, oh, no, that was just an optical illusion. But they're trying to cook him online, and literally, it's just too many layers.
dude, and they're playing baseball too. Come on, and I played baseball. There's a hell of a lot of standing around. And look at some of the fatties that have been great over the history of baseball. And I'm not calling him a fatty. I'm just saying, Jesus, people just find shit to nitpick at.
I mean,
Facts.
when people are saying that to me right now, I'm like, how about Midnight Mike's on a roll tonight, bro?
It's fun to be in the chat,
he's
man.
so
It
pissed
is.
right now, bro.
You control so fun.
But Dano, I say this, right? Watch the video of him in the pool when he found out that they accepted the contract offer and everything like that. That
the
dude is solid,
champagne.
bro. Yes, he's fucking ripped, bro. I'm like, what are people talking about? So you're
Dude,
telling me like within like a couple of days, he gained like 80 pounds and just got a gut like that out of nowhere? Bugging, man.
Johnny, did he just jump out and land on his feet?
Pretty much. I saw it. He's incredible, dude. I'm excited, man. It's a great time. That's only gonna want to bring more players out to Citi Field and stuff like that. And now I am not gonna say what I was talking about with the Jets and everything. I will not do that ever again and all that. But it's a good time right now to be a Met fan. But I also have to say this. For myself, I love baseball. Like I love baseball. And when the top teams are doing good, right, in the East like that, which is like, the Yankees and the Mets, it makes baseball fun, man. The big markets like that. I mean, LA, Boston, if the Cubbies were to do something like that, all these teams, when they're really good, it brings that excitement. If it was up to me, I would tell these dudes to pump as much steroids as they can, put corks in their bats. Hey, let's have fun again, man. Why not?
Dude, 162 games is so many. So like to have a shitty, non-exciting like we hate it being Jet fans. We got to see 17 shitty ass games. Imagine 162. So like even if you don't win it all, bro, you're gonna have 162 games plus 40 more in the playoffs that are you can win any single one. Like the magic of I've been a sleeper MLB fan the last like 20 years, dude. The Mets got me back into it last year with their magic damn ride. They need some pitching, but dude, this year, whether the Dodgers are stacked for one, whatever, like they're toying with like just tampering with the game. How
$1
stacked they
billion
are,
in deferred
dude.
money.
It's
Crazy.
ridiculous.
Crazy.
But you'll have, dude, 9 months of Mets fun every single year at least. So tune in. It'll make 162 games worth watching.
And Dano, and this time around for me, what I'm combating in regards of baseball is the pitching, right? Because you saw what the Dodgers did. The Dodgers had okay pitching. It was their bats, man. And their bats came to play and their bats kept being hot and won them those games, So it's one of those where I'm like, damn, well, look what the Dodgers just did, So oh, that's bad, Yeti. I would and let's talk about this real quick, right? Since he brought up Tony Gwynn, Pete Rose needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Like he passed, and let's put him in the damn Hall of Fame. He's probably one of the most purest hitters that you've ever seen play the damn game. Like that dude needs to be in the Hall of Fame. But dude, the Mets right now and what they're doing, man, and there's big conversation now that Pete's gonna come back too, right? So imagine that lineup, man. Dude, it's just like and Soto said like when he talked with Uncle Stevie, right? He wants people that could back him up. That's gonna hit behind him to get him home and stuff like that. And I'm like, let's go, baby. Like the stuff that he said, he made sure to say that it's about family, right? And he said, oh, look what the Mets are doing, family. He wasn't having all that. He made sure to say that I have not talked to any Yankee since the World Series and all that. So I was like,
clean break,
right,
You know that,
uh,
that's good to know, man. You don't, half his heart isn't still in the Yankee dugout. Like that's cool. I don't think it was. I don't think he meant it as a slight to the Yankee. Like
mm-hmm.
either it's just facts or he's just trying to say, "Hey, I've moved on with my life after I realized that they weren't resigning me." I don't know, either or, but like, hey, they got to move on too. They've already signed like 3 pitchers, haven't they?
Yeah,
Like,
they signed Freed as well, so which is good, and I think they're talking about bringing Alex Boro again, if I'm not mistaken, which would be huge too to have over there. And then they just signed another pitcher today, but they got rid of their second baseman today as well because that was part of the trade. So that'll be intriguing to see what's going to happen. There's one guy that I would not mind bringing over. I could never say his first name, but he was a Yankee, Glorben Torres, to be DH, which would be
is it
huge.
Glaber?
Glaber, there we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I would definitely love for that to come along. And I mean, for me, this offseason would be complete if we sign Alonso and bring back Sean Manea, whatever his name is, the Samoan killer, baby. Like bring him back and all that because, yo, when you saw the emotion from that dude when he was up there and he was crying and shit, I'm like, that's what it's about, bro. I love baseball, man. Like baseball to me is still a sport where you could bring your family, you could, enjoy it, talk, have a beer, and just watch the game. Some people don't like it. Some people say it's too slow, et cetera, et cetera. But dude, I watch every single game since the beginning of the damn season, bro. So and I'm probably honestly, my uncle just been texting me, Uncle Bobby and whatnot. He's been hitting me up, everybody out on Long Island, to go to opening day to see Soto, bro. And the tickets are stupid expensive right now, like 150 for like all the way nosebleed. Well, they were like $20, bro. So yeah, Mike.
Scott, do you have a take on the Pete Rose debate?
Hey, I'm a lifelong Cincinnati Reds fan, so
Oh,
his ass in the hall.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. He was so nasty, bro. He made that damn strike zone so small, bro. It will piss, piss, piss off pitchers, man. It was driving them nuts. He was nasty, bro. He was
You
so
ever
good.
you ever hear how he got his nickname Charlie Hustle?
No.
It was he was a youngster in spring training there playing the Yankees, and he was playing outfield. He made some. I don't even know if he made the catch, but he ran into the wall, and I guess Mickey Mantle and someone else were standing there watching, and I think it was Mickey Mantle said, "Look at that little Charlie Hustle out there," and that's how it started.
That's pretty cool, man. So did you like Keith Hernandez then?
He was never on the Reds. He was St. Louis Cardinals.
It was the Cardinals, man. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I always get them confused, man. I don't know why. I always get them in
Dude,
there.
I loved the Reds. Just loved the Big Red Machine before your guys' time. But
Is that Kane?
Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench, Ken Griffey Sr., George Foster, Dave Concepcion. And they had some dudes.
So Scott, let me ask you this then, right? Because you come a little bit from that era where I think baseball was at its purest, right? At least I would say, right? With the way baseball is now, and the way they've changed a lot of the different things where extra innings, you're starting a guy in second base, the freaking the pitch countdown that's going on and all that. Do you think that's like helped the sport itself to get more people to watch the game, or has it hindered the actual sport as a pure baseball game?
I can only speak for myself. I don't like the game as much.
Okay.
It's all about the long ball. It's all about launch angles, and it's all about big market teams that want to spend a ton of money.
Hey,
Dude, the salary cap though, it's ridiculous,
I
man.
don't hit behind runners anymore. And hey, chicks dig the long ball, right? Maybe that gets more people in the stadiums. But for me, there's almost too many homers. They're not as special. So, but that's it's not the direction of professional sports.
I mean,
more offense.
that's what they're promoting. I mean, that's what they're doing. It's why I like the Mets a lot this year, because they played for contact. It wasn't about, it was trying to get people on base, get them on base, get them on base, get them on base, get them on base.
Hit and run, bunting over,
sacrifice flies, the whole nine. Like
it
was.
They're trying to get guys to steal more bases now, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't appreciate the game the way I once did, for sure.
Yeah, I took my daughter to her first Citi Field game this year, and she loved it, man. Like she enjoyed. I mean, even though I took her to the Jets game, still as well as all that, but I think she fell in love more with the sporting event of the Mets and what they did over there, because it's different, man. A football game to a baseball game, it's very tough for me to explain it, but it's just awesome, man. Like I again love baseball, man.
Dude, I grew up going to two of the worst stadiums in Major League Baseball:
the Oakland A's
Coliseum and Candlestick Park. But I loved it every time. You walk in, Candlestick Park had these big double doors. You'd open up, and there's the field. I loved it.
Hey, nothing better than PNC Park, though, baby.
I've been outside PNC. That looked pretty nice. I looked in.
It is nice. You see the skyline and stuff. It's really nice.
Hey, I'm in Colorado now, so I'm gonna talk about going and watching shitty baseball teams. I'm gonna go to some Rockies games.
Hell yeah, I would.
Wow.
Yo, low key, one of the Colorado Rockies that I liked a lot was Mike Hampton. I don't know if you guys remember Mike Hampton. He was a nasty pitcher, bro. That dude just looked pissed off. But yeah, I mean, what's your take on that, Murph? Like, I don't know if you watch baseball like that, and you too, Dano, because I know you really started getting into it as well. Like, what are your guys' take on the way baseball is shaping up now?
I will say there is no way I would pay it any mind if it wasn't for that pitch clock. I really do think that was saved. I mean, it's not all the way saved. I would still go down to 100 games if I could, but or 80, 82 like the NBA. But I mean, dude, what else is there to do in the summer? If I'm near a ballpark, I would go way more often. But
maybe get outside and get a little color on that white ass skin of yours, Dane. How about that? Whoa!
Not where he's living, Murph. They don't see
blinded by the light.
In the danger zone.
When I was in college,
I got a collar on Ryan.
What the hell was that?
Let's get him out here.
Hey guys, it's me. Oh, Charles.
There he is. Charles, what's up, buddy?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. Scott. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Hey, Charles.
First off, I want to congratulate JohnnyBoy for getting Juan Soto and keeping him in New York.
Appreciate you, Charles. See, this is a good Yankee.
I'm not one of those assholes Yankee fans that's trolling shitting on Soto for having a beer belly. Hey, look, I talked about Tony Gwynn earlier in the chat. My dad, who's a big-time Yankee fan, is a big-time baseball fan. He fucking loved Tony Gwynn. He said the guy was fat, but he could run. He could steal bases. He could hit. He played great outfield. He was a great baseball player. An amazing baseball player to my dad.
Did you know he was also a great point guard at San Diego State University?
I don't think my dad ever told me that. No, but that's very interesting to know.
Yeah, great athlete.
And But anyway, I've been a big fan of baseball my whole life, ever since I was 4 years old. The first sport I ever, the first pro- professional sport I ever fell in love with was baseball. Granted, it wasn't the first sport I played. It was basketball. I wasn't very good at it. All I did was run up and down the court. Laugh out loud. Um, but I love freaking baseball. I played Little League Baseball, well, Pony League Baseball when I was a kid. Um, and the first team I fell in love with was the Yankees. I got Mets fans. We got a Cincinnati Reds fan, which is interesting. My dad had a lot of respect for the Big Red Machine in his
Hell
day.
yeah, Charles. Hell yeah.
My dad really liked Johnny Bench. He respected Pete Rose as a baseball player. Was it Johnny Bench? Last name Morgan. I forgot his first name. Shit.
Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan. He respected the hell out of Ken Griffey Sr., but his son, Ken Griffey Jr., was incredible if my memory serves me correctly.
100%. I loved Ken Griffey's swing.
The
It
left,
was
the cleanest
so
swing in baseball, baby.
so effortless, man. Anytime you make contact, that shit was going out, bro. Like, yo, them Mariners had a squad, bro. You had a young A-Rod there. I mean, whew.
They also had Edgar Martinez too, who was a very good.
Edgar was a great hitter.
But
Show
the
yourself.
kid they have now, Rodriguez is his name, right? Julio Rodriguez?
Pittsburgh?
No, I'm talking about on the Mariners.
Oh, I guess, man. I don't know, bro. There's just so many like players right now that are like all out there and everything. And what the Mets are
Paul
doing,
Skeens is a good
And
pitcher.
the Mets
He won
never
Rookie of the
play
Year.
them.
exactly. So you said Skeens?
Yeah, he's a good pitcher. He had a great
He's-
rookie.
103, bro. Gas all day, bro.
This guy saw him live with his son.
Murphy?
What?
Murph?
Yeah. What
I
did,
called
what did
you
you think of
Murph.
that?
Murph. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
They were crushing it. Like they were winning the game until they took Skeens out, and then the relief just.
Well, the Pirates were on a
But it
good
was still
team these
fun.
past couple of years. They started off well, but then they collapsed down the stretch.
Yeah. See, that's one of my big things about baseball is like the whole like aces and relief pitchers thing. Like it kills me whenever you got like you have a good ace, but the relief blows the game. Like you see that so many times.
It pisses
And
me off too, man. You're not the only one. I'm like, why are you taking him out? He's killing it, and then the bullpen comes in and they blow it.
Because he got 162 games and they don't want to turn that.
That goes back to what Dane was saying earlier. There's too many games in the season. If you got to rest your pitchers that much, and you guys are playing too many damn games in a season.
I understand that, baseball is a very, very long, and I know a lot of people don't like baseball because at the same time, it's also very repetitive and tedious, and it's very long.
I love it, bro.
I love baseball too, but I'm just saying.
Murph, I would have been like all about seeing him pitch, bro. Just the dominance of a pitcher that's being up there on that mound, and he knows he has gas like that. And then you see a batter come up to the box, and you could see the fear, bro. Because this dude, like imagine going against the big unit, knowing this dude is like almost 7 feet tall and is throwing gas like crazy. Like it's very tough for me to like, because I
Big
get
unit.
so
That was Randy Johnson, right?
Randy Johnson, yeah, like it's so dope, man. And I really
Another great
liked,
pitcher my dad loved was Bob Gibson.
I really appreciated what Skeens did and what he said and his parents did, where like they never let him throw over 70 because they were wanting to save his arm because they knew what he had. Because if you go look into a lot of baseball now and the kids that are up and coming, they're coming into the league with like Tommy John surgery already, bro. Like, it's nuts. It's crazy, and it's happening at such a rapid rate.
who was the dude with the really big arm that the Phillies drafted, and he like as soon as he came in the league, Tommy John right off the bat.
You thinking of Strasburg? He was on the
Yeah,
Nationals.
Strasburg. Yeah, or not? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Washington, not Philly.
He was
Yeah.
a great pitcher. Unfortunately, he had a ton of arm problems.
But he went to Philly, didn't he?
No, he stayed his
No.
entire career
He
with the
stayed
Nationals.
Nats.
I'm not a baseball guy, so I got my red teams mixed up. My bad.
It's okay, man.
Washington.
No problem. No harm done.
I just remember that because he had a lot of hype coming into the season and stuff, and they're like, man, this guy is like one of the most incredible talents we've seen. And he was throwing, 105-mile-an-hour fastballs and stuff. And he comes in the league, and he was killing it. And boom, Tommy John's right off the bat.
Yeah, it
White
sucks.
says John Rocker was his favorite pitcher.
Yeah, right. That dude was about to get killed on the train. That dude was nuts, bro. It was against the damn Mets when we were in the playoffs with the Braves, and that dude rolled the train to City Field, to Shea, I think it was at that time, and everything. And bro, I'll never forget the news, bro. Like Channel 12 News was like saying and putting stuff out like, if you see John Rocker, please don't harm the guy or don't do that. Like they had so many undercover cops that were in the subway and all that. Was nuts, bro. Nuts.
You guys are probably all too young to remember Nolan Ryan.
My dad remembers Nolan Ryan. Said he was a great pitcher.
He threw gas, and then he'd come back at you with an Uncle Charlie, and guys were just buckling.
Yeah, and he was not scared to hit you either.
Oh no!
You pissed him off. He would beam
He used to wrestle cattle, according to my dad.
Well, he's kind of one of those guys. That's the old joke, Johnny. Who's the only guy ever to get 5 hits off Nolan Ryan?
I don't know.
The batters?
It was Robin Ventura when he charged the mound and Nolan took him in a headlock and popped him 5
It was
times.
like that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Dude, he was a beast. Even at his older age, still throwing the famous blood game, right? When the dude was bleeding from his face and whatnot, and he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm still gonna pitch and everything.
Didn't he in the last few years go out and throw an opening pitch and they clocked it at 95?
He's still throwing gas. Yeah, he could still throw at his age because he retired and went to a farm and he's doing farm work and all that stuff like that, staying active and everything.
I'm convinced.
Hey, Charles, have you watched the 30 for 30 of the sack exchange yet?
No, but I just responded to you in the chat.
All good. I guess it dropped tonight. Last night was the Olu Fashanu One Jets Drive. I don't know if anybody watched that either.
He looks good. I like him. He looks good, man. He looks like the second coming. I know it's early. I know it may sound batshit fucking insane, but he looks like another DeBrickashaw Ferguson to me. A solid fucking brick wall that'd be like, hey, if you want to get to my quarterback, you got to get a pass. You don't get a pass, you ain't coming in.
Hell yeah.
Well, Charles, before we let you go, what is your take on the Jets-Jaguars game? Do you want to see a win? Do you want to see a loss? What do you
I don't want to sound like a killjoy, but I could really care less. I'm really disgusted with this team. I know JohnnyBoy's laughing his ass off. I could really care less. Not trying to sound like an not like I'm giving up on this team. I'll always be a Jet fan. There was a Giants fan in my local, one of my local does called Roosevelt said, "Come over to the Giants." I'm like, no, sorry, I'll stick with the Jets. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
I'm a true fan. I'm not one of those bandwagoners. Anyways,
then you root for a victory, Charles. You don't care less. Root for a victory.
I mean, of course I want my team to win. It's not like I want them to lose, but I'm just disgusted with them. My dad has said this the last few games. They don't deserve our fandom. They don't deserve us to watch them. They don't deserve our support. We're tired of eating it's like you go to a restaurant and you keep getting the same crappy service, the same crappy food, the same crappy everything. That's what it's like right now.
Well, Charles, don't watch that 30 for 30 because it's gonna piss you off as a fan because of how good we were, bro, when they were
Oh, I'll
showing
still
that
watch
stuff.
it. My dad said we had a lot of good teams. We had some good teams in the 1980s. He loved Klecko. He loved Marty Lyons. He loved Abdul Salam. He loved McNeil. He loved Walker. He loved Altoon. My dad is a ginormous Altoon fan, as well as Wesley Walker. I told one of my YouTube friends about this. I said he still hasn't forgiven Mark Gastineau for the dirty and vicious hit he put on Bernie Kosar in the 1986-1987 playoffs.
That cost them the game.
I know,
It hit cost them the game.
but if they win, I'll be happy, of course. Would it mean anything? No, but if they win, I'll still be happy in some regard. But it is what
All
it
right.
is. Man. Enjoy
Score
your
prediction.
show, guys. I just wanted to stop by and talk for a little bit.
Score prediction on your way out.
41-0. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I wish.
going to say 24-14. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I know the Jaguars have a terrible defense, but knowing us, we'll probably play into their strengths. So I think it's going to be 24-14. Anyways, have a great show, guys. Peace out.
Have a good night, Charles.
Charles, you said the score, but who's winning?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to say Jaguars. I don't care.
Oh, boo!
See ya.
Charles
Always
is
good to
numb
have-
like the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Can you blame him? Like,
No, you can't.
dude, I think I was like delusional all the way through, like, not the 0.1% chance, but the 1% chance. I still had a little hope, and then when it got to 0.1, I was like, all right, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I thought we could win the last 6, but once it got to 5 or less, I was like, yeah, it doesn't even matter now.
Yeah.
Bro, like I'm on board with Scott. Like, I want just to win, bro. Like, I could care less about where we're gonna be in the draft and anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just tired of losing. Like, I can't get on the tank boat. Like, I just can't, bro. Like, I'm not for it.
This team needs to learn how to win. And sure, it might be a totally different team next year, but some of the core is going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you learn how to win is by winning. So let's go. Start doing it. Let's be real. So many of these games, they should have won and they could have won. One little thing here or there, and
That makes it so much worse, man. Like, Greg, the defense, like Aaron. Aaron. When did Aaron ever go 5 possessions without a first down to start a game? Like, just everything.
And they should have won that game. That was the game the defense gave up 2 fourth-quarter drives to they made
Colts.
that quarterback who can barely throw look like Johnny Unitas. I was like,
you know, and to kind of talk about this, Dano, I always bring it up. Yo, we were the only like 2 guys that were talking about that Siebert is beating out Greg the Leg, and we're both big Greg the Leg fans at it, and we were like, yo, this dude's getting beat out by him, man. Like, even though Siebert kind of came back down now and he's somewhat having
hurt.
issues or whatever, right? He's out again. He's hurt.
Yeah,
he's been having.
missed.
He's been getting hurt and stuff this season. So prior to the injuries, he was having a good year. So
Yes. He was too. Like, he was like 28 like he was top in the league in points there for a minute. And like, he did fizzle out, but when he fizzled out is not when we would have needed him. So like, but like, is Kuntz did we really need to stash Kuntz all year? Like,
Hell yeah, we did, baby.
Come on.
Don't get Johnny started on Kuntz.
okay, but like,
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Bro, I've evolved to the point where my number one, like, yes, is our backup running backs. I want Brees to sit out another game. I want to see them. Like, that's where I'm at.
Same boat. Like I want to see what Stiggers is. I want to see what Corley is. I want to see all the young bucks that we got that are going to be here. Let them rock. Let's see what we have with these guys. You know, they're also with this new regime coming on. I mean, they're having an audition for all of these guys to be like, okay, I have something over here with these guys. You know, I got to tweak this, tweak that, tweak this, and we're good to go. It's fucking frustrating, bro.
Here, a question from the chat. So there was a rumor this week. It was one of the few things on my list of things to hit. It was, and I quote, a few people around the league are expecting Garrett Wilson to ask for a trade in the spring. Why don't we just go around the room? Daniel, what is your take when you hear something like that?
I'm like half convinced that like those like the random people around the league and stuff like that. I think it's all like fucking Michael Lombardi starting shit. Like I hate that son of a bitch. I think it's him. Anyway, I think the report is BS, but I do think there's a chance he could be gone. You know, because you never know. Like we talked about this last week. When you have a new regime come in, they may wipe their hands of a ton of our contracts and good players, get as much resources as they can out of it, all the picks they can, save as much money as they can. You never know what's going to happen. I want to make it crystal clear that if there's one of those dudes out of that draft class to keep, I think I would like to keep Garrett Wilson. You know, I think that if they're smart, they will. But if you big brain it, you could say, hey, there's talented receivers coming out of every draft. There's guys that are just basically can't miss prospects. I mean, there's guys that we've all preached. We've all said about the JSNs. We've all said, yeah, Jamar Chase is legit. We've said, you know, and all those guys were good, just like we thought. Even, you know, even Drake London's a solid receiver, you know. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of talent in the receiver, like in the drafts. So the regime might come in and say, you know what, we can find another Garrett Wilson. They might say that. But
30 million AAV is a lot.
yeah,
I mean,
it is. So they might do that, but I'm going to lean towards saying that the articles are bullshit, and I think that whoever's coming in is not going to want to start over with brand new weapons and try to develop a whole new offense. They're going to say, whatever quarterback we bring in, we're going to want them to have a stud pass catcher. And we know this guy is one, and we know he's basically quarterback proof based on the fact that he had 2 1,000-yard receiving seasons with God knows who throwing him the ball. Let's just keep this guy. And he's got the right mindset, got the right mentality. He wants to win. Let's keep him. And I'm with it.
Yeah.
Scott, what do you think? Is there anything to add that Daniel already hasn't? And while you're giving your take, I got a couple people joining us. But go ahead, Scott.
And is Diana Rossini the one reporting that?
No, they just said a couple people around the league.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I don't listen to that shit because there's all kinds of nonsense that comes out. But
Wide. Yeti.
But yeah, I mean, it just depends how much they want to tear it down. Obviously, they can get some draft capital for him. So, you know, that just we'll see the new management, what direction they want to go, how they want to do it. Hopefully they keep him around. But.
See, and that's the thing, right? It's 30 million, not versus like some cheaper wide receivers. It's 30 million versus capital in the draft and cheaper receivers. So like it's a whole ass algorithm. But Daniel's right, man. He's QB proof. Going right down the line, Johnny, or you know what, Yeti, what do you think of possibly moving on from Garrett Wilson before he needs paid?
But
You
it
know
was,
it's me, dude. It's me. I love our guys. I don't want to move on from anybody, so I won't even really put more than 2 cents into that conversation. Keep Breeze, keep Garrett. That's all I'll say.
Okay,
well, wasn't
Snowball.
hey, isn't it? He's moving on from the Jets, not the Jets moving on from him. That's the
Well,
rumor.
yeah. The rumor
Well,
is
yeah.
he will want out.
There's a good chance. Why wouldn't anybody want out right now? You know, but
I want out, but I can't get out for some reason.
Yeah, and you actually could, Murph.
sure.
Hey, Leany.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
Leany,
yeah, I'm on out
what's
too.
up?
But I'm surrounded by all this Jet swag. My whole fucking room is Jet, so there's no way I can get out right now. Like I'm invested. It's my whole life. So we're gonna stick around. We'll ride it out.
Leany.
Hey, lady.
Hi, Leany.
Snowball, I know a lot's been said already. What do you think of that take, though?
What about Garrett Wilson?
Yeah.
Lock the door. Lock the door. Don't let him out. Give him the bag. Keep him here. Is it money, or does he? What's more important to him? What's more important? Does he want to win, or does he want the cash? So, I think you test him, and you see. If he wants out, just keep throwing money at him because he's our best receiver ever. So I don't know what to tell you. That's you got to keep him, or you got to die trying.
Tell him, hey, be like your older Ohio State brethren, Terry McLaurin, and just deal with the pain and just stay with us for your entire career, and you can retire a Jet, and we'll all worship the ground that you stand on. How about that?
It's true.
Oh man, this I might be going against the grain on this one, guys.
Hey, you do
it's
you,
tough.
man. You do you.
No, Johnny, we get it. There's a lot of capital if we get rid of them. There's a lot of capital we can get, but
It's not that. Look, it's not that. I don't want Garrett gone. I want Garrett to be a Jet for life. Okay, so I'm gonna start with that. But right at the same time, all he's dealt with is losing. All he's ever known prior to coming here is winning and winning and winning and being super, super good. Right? Like, what does he have here that could actually make him stay? You know what I'm saying? He's dealt with 7 different quarterbacks. 7 different quarterbacks in his young career, right? I mean, just to what Murph was saying, he's quarterback proof. He is, because I mean, you can't break the guy. But shit, wouldn't it be nice to go to a San Diego Chargers where they're needing a number 1 and they could be crazy good and all that? I mean, that sounds appealing to me. Why not? Like, I think, and this is why I keep talking about Justin Fields, right? Because if we were to bring in Justin Fields, I mean, you can Wild Wave, right? There's a way, but he's known Justin Fields forever. He's played ball with Ruckert. That familiarness is there with these guys and all that. And why not to make Garrett Wilson a little bit happy, because we haven't given him shit for so long. Aaron Rodgers, he was supposed to have this massive year with Aaron. We all thought it was going to be some like breaking Randy Moss freaking touchdown receptions this year, like crazy stuff like that people were saying and whatnot. Because I was one of them. I was like, yo, he could break it and all that. But look where we're at, 3-10, bro. 3-10. With the talent that we have on paper, we should be 10-3. You know what I mean? And that's me just being very nice right now in regards to that. But it's very tough, man. It's super frustrating. Like, when I speak with Snowball on the games, I go from like being hyped up to just like, I'm done with the game and I'll talk to you later on tonight, bro, because I'm that pissed off. It's frustrating as shit. And can you imagine, Garrett? We as fans see the frustration. Can you imagine being a player that is right there seeing the shit and he's wide open and the ball's not getting to him at a point where he's like, I just broke this dude's ankle Why is the ball not on my hand where I could score and win the damn game for us? It sucks, man.
Or slightly overthrown, and then they blame him. Yeah, or underthrown or overthrown, and then they blame him. Yeah.
So he's 123 yards away from having 1,000 this year.
Yeah, he's right there, dude. He's gonna hit a G. He's gonna hit a G. There's no way around it.
I don't think he's going to eclipse his rookie year. He had 1,100. I don't know if he'll eclipse that, but he's got more touchdowns this year than he did the past two. So he's got 5. Last year he had 3. The year before he had 4. So.
But he
Here's
can
the question,
break it.
though. Like, if you don't plan on taking a quarterback in day 1 or 2 this year, you're pushing it to the year after. Like, are you really going to say, Garrett, you're stuck here for 2 to 3 more years before you even get a glimmer of a passer? Then it becomes a conversation with the guy. Like, do you want $30 million a year early now? Do you want to force our hand and play it out? And then you got to stay healthy. You got to keep producing for 2 more years. Like, yes, you can't force a guy to stay, but like, you can force him to be miserable for 2 more years versus taking 99 cents on the dollar right now, early. So like, God, it's like, if you love someone, let them go. But at the same time, like, do you really let them go?
Snowball does not agree with you, bro. Snowball is like,
About what?
do what I do with Bonesy. Put him in the damn closet. Have him locked up. You could.
I see it both sides. I see both sides, though. I'm just being devil's advocate because
I agree with you, man. It's tough, bro. It's hard, man. When all you've known is winning, and then you're telling me, bro, we're not gonna get a quarterback this upcoming season. We're pushing it more down. You're getting older. You're an injury away from not fucking getting paid again or stuff like that. It's that conversation. Well, shit, San Diego, they need a number 1, right? It's hot all the time over there. They got a really nice stadium as well, to where the Jets play in freaking New Jersey, nasty East Rutherford that looks like a damn old school air condition.
Or, you know what I mean? Hey, can the Bears afford Garrett? Think about that. If Garrett went to the Bears, I'm just saying.
Where's he originally from? Because it's not from Ohio, right?
No,
Texas,
he's
cat.
From Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
This is the way I see it. This is the way I see it. I've been in a losing situation for 40 years, at least. How many years has this kid been losing? 3? All right. So and I don't get paid millions of dollars to watch the losing. He's laughing all the way to the bank. All right. So you know what? Deal with it. We got you locked up. Maybe we get you a quarterback soon. You start winning soon, but don't let this guy go. He's all we have. Really, when you think about it. Yeah.
I don't trust Brees as far as I can throw him, so he is all we have. I don't trust Sauce fucking anymore. And I trust Jermaine. And let me be clear, I trust Jermaine more than Brees and Sauce right now.
Oh, yeah.
And Will McDonald, I trust.
Yeah, I'll trust.
I still think
Will
Brees is
McDonald.
the best player on the team.
How's that double-digit sack season doing?
I'll say that.
Yeti, say that. Yeti, say that again.
I still think Brees is the best player on the team. He just gets screwed. He runs in the back of our own offensive line and for 2 weeks, and everybody says he sucks and everybody wants to cut him. But look what he's done since then. He's put up an awesome year. He's put up a really good year. Okay, I won't say awesome, but he's put up a really solid year. You look at his numbers.
Coughing the ball up a lot, though.
Well, yeah, twice. Or 3 times, twice. I mean, everybody. I mean, it's on live TV and on the big screen, and everybody sees it. But dude, Brees is a good player. We can't turn our back on Brees. That's all I'm going to say. I love you guys. I'm not going to get into a huge debate about it, but
Hey,
I
you don't have to dislike us to disagree with us. Just
Yeah.
let me
Right.
make that clear. Like we're not
Of course
gonna
not, dude.
berate you. You know.
Gotta
Yeah,
Yeah,
believe-
Johnny.
They're not going to berate you. I will. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I
I'm
have
gonna be-
so Adirondack's thing, right? I thought it was Fields. I thought he only played 1 year with CJ Stroud.
I think he played 1 year with each.
that was
Okay.
1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was more, honestly, with Fields than it with Stroud. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Now Garrett only played a couple years, I think, in college.
That's
Oh
nuts.
yeah,
Wow.
at Ohio State. Yeah, good call.
Did he go pro
Um,
as a sophomore or a junior? He's a junior, right?
I think he's a junior. Yeah. He's
Okay.
a true junior, I think, though.
Yeah. That's
So
cool.
freshman year, he played a little bit with Fields, and then sophomore year is when he really blew up, and that was with Stroud.
Here's a question: okay, because I think it's like 90% no Aaron next year. Let's assume he's retired versus us. Let's just, for the sake of argument, say he's retiring. Does Devontae choose staying here, or does he choose a brand new everything again? Like he's gonna get the same, let's say the same money either way. What do you think? Is he gonna find a different quarterback, or is he gonna? I know we have so many hurdles to clear between now and then. We'll have a GM by then. We'll have a head coach by then. But just gut feel it. Where are you guys at with Devontae Adams staying here without Aaron Rodgers?
If Aaron's here, he's here. If Aaron's gone, he's gone. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another place though that's better than just staying?
He goes to the Saints.
Seriously?
Dang.
Somewhere that has a quarterback.
Yeah. So a brand new, no place he's been, just a better situation. He'll just
Goes to the Ravens.
Kansas City?
It'll be our luck. He'll go to the Bills.
Oh,
The Bears. He'll go to the Bears. I keep
You
saying the
guys are
Bears.
breaking
He'll go
my
to the
heart.
Murph, why? Why would you say that?
Isn't that a Jets thing though? Like we would just let him go and he would go to the Bills. Like, come on.
Or the Patriots.
We'll go to the Patriots. Yeah.
No
Nah,
quarterback.
Patriots are crappy right now, though.
Oh, shit. Yo, hey, guys, I got to go. My little boy wants to say goodnight to me. So,
All right, Yeti. Peace out, bro.
Yeti.
Good seeing you,
Why
buddy.
don't you just join in and say hi to everybody?
Have a good
Appreciate
night.
you, bro.
Hey, Scott, are you
Uh,
Scott, are you still awake?
yeah.
All right, later, buddy.
Later, dude.
All right, bye, guys.
Yo, Dano, he's gone, bro. Like, if A-Rod is not here, he's out. Like, that K Adams stuff that he would, like, when he was on there, this body language and the whole night when that conversation was asked, right? And he was like, oh, I don't even know what Aaron wants to do and all that. He never answered it, right? To be like, he could have bullshitted and be like, I'm a Jet no matter what, through and through, baby. And it is what it is, just to fucking make us happy and shit. But he has no loyalty to us.
No.
He doesn't. He's
always
only been
starts-
here a half minute.
Every statement is always, it's a business first. So if the money's equal, I mean, why would you want to stay in New Jersey? Like, I'd rather go someplace where it's warm. It's the twilight of his season, of his career.
Yep.
Like, he came here for Aaron Rodgers. As Aaron Rodgers leaves, he's out. He's going to go someplace nice. He should go to San Diego.
Chargers, yeah, could be
Right.
a good spot for him.
Well, they're not in San Diego anymore, so
Well, they can
Los
go to LA.
Angeles.
that wouldn't do him any good.
But I think
Well, that's kind of, so this was a two-pronged attack. I wanted your first prong answer first. Second prong is, if you're a new regime coming in, and yes, we know what Aaron costs to keep and to send and to retire. If you know it's a package, which, I mean, you ought to, Does it sway your opinion at all whether you want to try to talk him into not retiring if he's on the fence? Like, is that a bigger shot for Aaron to stay, or is it like, oh no, because that's 50 and 20, that's 70 million. We could have a whole new team. Like, does it make it harder or easier?
Bro, that's
Money-wise,
hard,
it
man.
makes it harder.
Maybe he'll give back some more money.
I think that's the only way it gets done. Maybe he's like, guys, I am not what I thought I was gonna be. I feel bad for the Jets organization. He fucking talked about the curse, which I thought was bananas that he said that shit.
Did you,
And-
Johnny, did you see it though? It was kind of tongue in cheek, joke, not like, oh man, this team is cursed. It wasn't like that at all.
Yeah, but I mean, Aaron, when he says something, there's something behind it. Like, you know what I mean? When he talks for a reason and stuff like that.
Someone asked him a question. I think that was just kind of a joke, really. You know,
it sucks, bro. Like, Snowball and I really thought that we ended the curse going into that damn game where everything was freaking falling for us. And we were like, bro, I lie to you guys not. I was texting Snowball. I was like, holy shit, we're going on this run. Every team that we need to lose is getting ready to start losing, and we're making the damn playoffs. And we're going to be there.
I was crediting Snowball during the first half of that game.
Right. Yeah.
Snowball won this game, should have known better.
And then we jetted. Yep.
What would it take, Dano, for him? Like, what would it take numbers wise to make it work for us? Because I don't think, even if Aaron stays, that Devontae would restructure his shit. He just had a kid.
Well, I mean, his old deal it's garbage. No matter if he's due 75 million over the next 2. So that it's basically, does he want to sign with us or does he want to sign with someone else? What's his market value? I'd probably give him 2 for 35. Is that crazy to any of you? 2 for 35
for Devontae?
No, but
you do it.
Here's the thing. If you're paying him, you're paying Rodgers as well. And if you're paying both of them, that's like a fourth of your cap.
Yeah, if they're coming back, they're carrying the team again, right?
Are they carrying them now?
Well,
we
needed them to. Sadly,
we
thought they would.
To right now is what I'm trying to say is, are we that concerned about bending over backwards for Aaron Rodgers now?
We shouldn't have to.
Because I'm not. We did that once and it didn't work out. Well, we did it 2 years. It hasn't worked out. He hasn't if he was putting MVP caliber or close to it football on the field and we were still losing because of our defense or something else, okay, yeah, we'll bend over backwards to keep him. But he's not. He's average at best right now.
I don't know.
I hate to say that. I had high hopes for the guy, but
which is funny because before the season, even before last season, the whole talk was, all we need is Aaron Rodgers to be an average quarterback.
Yep.
That's all we need. And
everything else fucking blew up on our face, man. Our special team started sucking out of nowhere. Every damn player on the defense started getting injured, right? Our line didn't know how to freaking do anything. Freaking Aaron Rodgers was he was in the top 5 as most sacked and hit quarterback going into that Vikings game, right? Coming from an Achilles tear. It's just everything's fucking, our kicker forgot how to kick.
That's all we needed in 2022 and 2023. Right. Little did we know that's not all we needed in 2024, sadly.
Yeah.
Well, Father Time always wins. So the trend is your friend. It looks like he's on his way out. I mean,
we blow it all up, right?
Those windows
all up.
Yeah. Well, Adams definitely will not, like Murph said, Adams won't be here without Rodgers. There's no chance in hell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you guys then, because going back to what that dude said about Ash Rodgers in regards to the quarterbacks that are coming out in the draft, like, are you guys on board with any of them? Because I'm not. Like, I don't want any of those unless they're like maybe the dude from Penn State in the third round or something like that.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not like I don't want Sanders, right? I don't want Cam Ward. I don't want Milroe for sure. Carson Beck comes out. And I'm a Georgia fan, bro, and I don't want that dude. Stay the hell away from that guy and
Exactly.
everything.
Or the Texas quarterback. No
Huh?
thanks. Or the Texas quarterback.
Correct.
No,
Yeah, you were whatever his name is.
Ewers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm never high on drafting quarterbacks high. And that's just my own weakness, maybe, because most of the time they don't work out.
100% agree with you.
But if you build a good team, it's easier for these quarterbacks to achieve. I mean, I bring it up all the time. I'm not a big believer in the guy. I think he's solid. He's okay. But Brock Purdy, people were talking about him like he's a top few quarterback. Well, because he had an absolutely loaded team around him. Now that they're a little banged up and guys are slowing down, he's just like, oh, okay, he's a dude. He's just a dude.
True. I don't know. I say take a shot at Will Howard in the 5th.
That's been his guy, bro.
That's my guy, man.
That's his dude, bro.
Where's he, Snowball?
What's that?
Where's he?
Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, I could be.
He came from Kansas.
Kansas State.
So, right, he was Kansas State. Now he's at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Take a shot, 5th round. Take a flyer.
No reason not to.
Why not? He's a big dude, and he runs like a truck. So
you guys are ready. You guys are ready for me to fuck you
That's
guys
what I
up.
like about Aller. Like, Aller's not a first round prospect. You get him in the 2nd or the 3rd. I think if you groom him for a year, I think he could be a guy.
Josh Allen 2.0.
Let me bring something up real fast. I keep hearing groom him for a year, send him for a year. Well, how about 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
If you got a bridge long enough to do that,
A year is, in my opinion, not long enough for most of these guys.
100% agree with you.
What's Andy Dalton doing next year?
Oh, yeah.
The Red Rocket, baby.
Hey, he's on the list. He's on the list.
Yeah.
Jameis, he'll command over 20, I think.
No thanks. It'd be fun.
Brissett is toast, man. Like,
yeah.
I'm not doing Flacco. Like,
against the Jets.
I see Dalton as stability. He's just stability.
And
you need a
Fields?
bridge.
I can see Fields, man.
Fields likes to run around too. So, and he's got the two guys that he knows. Yeah.
I could see Fields getting overpaid. Am I crazy?
I could see that too, though. You're right. I mean, that would be a jet move, honestly.
Quarterbacks get overpaid. Just the nature of the beast.
And the more desperate you are, the deeper your pockets are. So,
what if? Is there a team that's going to draft a quarterback in the top 5 this year that's going to have a piece that, like, maybe you'll shake free?
A piece as in a quarterback?
Yeah.
the Raiders, Gardner Minshew.
There you go. That's an odd. Like, I haven't heard anything
that
like
could be a 2-year bridge quarterback. Maybe.
A Tommy DeVito?
Oh no. Whoa.
What was his
standards here? Okay.
What was his relationship with Devontae? That's actually really good, Murph. What was his relationship with Devontae? Do you guys know?
Minshew?
Yeah, Minshew with Devontae.
I think Devontae actually liked Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So never mind then. Like that.
We didn't start hearing about the trade rumors until Gardner Minshew was deemed quarterback.
Yeah. So the thing about that is, though, is Devontae's not going to be here. If Aaron's not here, Devontae's not here. So I'm not worried about that.
And he already left Minshew once. So,
Well, I think Johnny was kind of hoping, hey, if Devontae likes him, we can get a package deal. But yeah, no.
That's what I mean. Exactly. Like, just trying to, like, again, it's the same conversation with the Fields and with Garrett. You know, the familiarity that they have within each other and the comfortness that they have. You know, maybe that's makes them like, oh, fuck it. You know, the organization's trying to do something for me. But let me mess you guys up, right? The cat from Boise State.
the running back.
Ashton Jeanty.
Yep.
I mean, we have
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's just
multiple capable running backs on this
Yeah.
team. I don't know if I'm looking at running back right now.
Yeah, he'll go before the Jets will draft him. I mean, boy, talking of not really a position of need, that's for sure.
But if he's there, I mean, is that a conversation that is talked about, or we're like, nah,
I
we're
don't know.
good, we're good.
You got a glimpse of what those two guys could do last week. You know, you saw what Allen could do. You saw what Davis could do. So, and that was a small sample. Just keep playing them until the end of the season, get a really good idea of what they're capable of. And I think we'll be fine. And if you want to keep Brees, you keep Brees too. You know, like this, you know, I'm not saying get rid of him, but you have a stable of good running backs now. So
Well, they
I think
own,
we're pretty set there.
they own Brees for another year, and they
Yeah.
don't have to decide on anything right now.
Well,
Exactly.
here's the thing. I mean, if you're getting anything for him, you're getting him. You're parting with Brees this spring.
That's true if they do want to trade him.
But I don't think is he fetching anything more than a 3?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying, like, play him this year. Maybe he shows up, and then maybe his value increases. I don't know.
You might get 2 3s.
And then again, he could hold out after this year.
Yeah.
No, I mean after this year, he's a free agent, man. He's walking.
Oh, that's right. He was second round.
Isn't this year 3?
This is 3. Next year's
Yeah,
4.
So he could hold out after this year because he doesn't want to go into his last season. Yeah, not hold out next year. Hold out this year. That's what guys do. They hold out while they still have a year left.
I
On
think
the rookie deal too. That's what I mean. Like, I'm over Brees, man. If I could get a 3, I might take it.
I don't know, man.
I might.
Yeah, it's a tough one, bro. Like, because then I see Brees, the receptions and stuff like that he has, and what he's somewhat doing with the shit that we've been dealt with, you know. But then the fumbling part is brand new to me. You know, I'm a brilliant Allen dude. Like, I love the old school running backs where when they hit that fucking gap, right, they're lowering their shoulder and they want to make contact with somebody and try to knock somebody over and don't go knocking down off of the first contact, you know. So I love that shit, man. Like, when it's 3rd and 2, all I want to say is, yo, give it to him, bro, and let that dude get those 2 yards because you know he's gonna go and do it. But with the draft coming up, look, I want defense, man. Like, I want a safety, maybe I want an edge. I mean, I want a big run stuffer. You know, it depends on what coach and what defense we're gonna be running, right? And that's, but I want defense. I'm like, I want defense. What's your guys' take on that?
They need to fix the front. Somehow Joe D turned in the strength of the team to a weakness. And, you know, and Reddick's part of that whole thing, but improve the front.
Well, I think the loss of Salah is part of that as well.
Yeah, but they were getting pushed around while Salah was there.
Not as bad. It got worse after he left.
49ers pushed them around. Tennessee pushed them around. I mean, you're right. Though.
So, well, you guys are
when Salah was in.
You guys are pushing me into the most common take in Jets Twitter right now, and that's draft the Michigan defensive tackle Mason Graham. Does anybody have a take on him? And I don't mean just a parroted take. You've heard what everybody wants it. Has anybody watched him?
No.
And okay, all right.
No, I'm not going to pretend I know anything about him, really.
Okay, and that's what I like, because, dude, a lot of people are just retweeting Mason Graham or they're reply. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't either.
I will say, if he is as good of a defensive tackle as people were making him out to be, then I'm intrigued.
Yes.
You know, but I'm not going to sit here and say he is. I haven't watched any of his stuff. I haven't dove into any film or anything this year yet. I mean, Jesus, we still have, 4 or 5 games left.
Give me Jalen Walker, baby. Give me another edge from Georgia. I'm with it, man. 6'2", 250, bro. Let's go. That's what I want, man.
It's the right size.
Shit. That dude's good, bro. Or the safety from Georgia. Like, I don't know about Graham. I don't know about the other guy, too, which is they're saying I forgot his name that plays with next to Graham. I don't. This season has drained me from wanting to watch like any prospects or anything like that. Because I'm just so down on the damn season, but I'm still watching this shit. But I still watch my Bulldogs, and sick 'em, baby. Let's go. I'm sorry, Murph.
I guess let me ask you. So nobody really has a Mason Graham take, but like my take with our first round pick has been this. We've talked about it. There's going to be no Rodgers. There's going to be no Devontae. Probably not a Mosley. Who knows if we have Garrett or Bree or both? You know what I mean? We're going to have 30 holes is what I'm projecting. Do we really have the luxury of using our first round pick? Because I'm in the camp of we have to trade back. Like, we need as many day 2 picks as we can get, because we're going to need 20 starters.
If we trade back, we got to trade back twice. I think it's you got to get capital. You need players. And if next year is a rebuild or a retool or whatever you want to call it, it's a something, then you just need bodies. And
cheap
hopefully
labor.
Hopefully the people that you bring in are talented enough to pick talent. So, just go with that.
I don't think we have that many holes, though.
Oh, we have a lot of holes.
We got 25 free agents coming off the boat, bro.
Okay. How many of them are really worth a shit?
You're right.
And that's the thing. Another 10 that you might just
Are we upset about Tyron Smith?
I am.
I'm ready.
I'm upset that he sucked.
Here's a question for Dane, because I've heard it from quite a few people. This is not a strong draft. Is that what you want to be trading back in, especially if you feel really strong? We got a 10-year starter right here. Say Graham is that guy. I don't know, but if that's what the new management feels like.
Scott, do we have a choice?
Sure. I don't think the Jets are as far off as a lot of people think. That's my own personal.
Are you thinking about the Jets now, though, or the Jets in 6 months? Because the Jets in 6 months are what I'm scared about.
Well, we don't know what that's going to be yet.
Yeah.
So I'm basing it on what they are now. But I just keep hearing it's a weak draft. It's a weak draft.
It's a weak quarterback.
Tight end is supposed to be a strong position. That's good for the Jets. They could draft a tight end.
You know what sucks, man? If the Jets would have just listened to us when we were drafting last year, all of our fucking problems would have been solved, okay? Like, I'm being dead serious, bro. Like, the players that we were wanting where we were not taking them with Dano when he ran that draft video stream that day and all that, bro. Like, I'm just here thinking of it like, holy shit, like what things could have been different and what we could have had. Who was the that corner that you really, really wanted, Dano, and he's fucking balling out?
In Philly.
Quinion Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Yeah, but
I wanted to slide back and take him.
and
I don't know if I would have made it to 22 to slide back, but
we're happy with Olu, right? I mean,
we are.
at left tackle for a while.
I was happy, dude. I was happy with day one. The Corley, I didn't know Corley at the time, but like the more I got into him, I was like, okay, all these truck sticks are against small schools. So I started kind of teetering on him, but like I still think he can be a player. Day 3, I was not happy with. And you, Scott, you were way worse because like I sold myself on Braylon and stuff, but I wanted Garendo so bad. And not only that, Christian Mahogany was there. Like I wanted interior O-line depth, but I did like that we kicked a pick down the road. I just felt like we should have came away with another lineman.
Zach Frazier was there, bro. Cooper Beebe was there at that time.
Yeah,
and
I like BB.
And I was
center for the Rams.
I was fucking killing myself, and I kept talking about that. And Murph knew because I was all about them West Virginia cats, man. Like bring them motherfuckers there, bro. And
Zach Frazier, who has been absolute stud rookie as a center for the Steelers. I was preaching him, and I know I'm a Mountaineer fan, but I can recognize when the dude's good or when he's not. Zach Frazier, I knew it. And then the Beanie Bishop, it was a safety. I was preaching him too. He was going to go in the later rounds. He actually went undrafted. The Steelers picked him up. He's their starting safety, one of their starting safeties right now, and he's been killing it too.
I loved
the Jets listen to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Weak draft or a strong draft, there's players out there to be had. You just have to have the right talent evaluators. They'll
and
find
the right
them.
coaching.
Right.
Yeah.
They're all football players. And the difference between, one receiver and the next, it's fractions of a second. It's all these like little fractions of things. They're good football players. They'll find people.
I mean, shit, that linebacker that freaking Scott wanted too.
Peyton Wilson. Steelers, I loved their draft. Just absolutely loved their draft.
Killed that fucking draft.
They did,
except for their first round pick.
Which was the offensive lineman from Washington, right?
Yeah.
And he's not doing anything?
Well, I think he kept getting injured.
Oh, that's not good.
And that's the shit, man. Like, what the Steelers are doing is what the Jets season was supposed to be like. It was supposed to be a mirror of that, right? Where you have an old vet in Russell Wilson, right? And he's got enough players to be okay with and all that. The tight end from Georgia, not Brock Bowers, the other one that I was
big dude,
Washington, Darnell Washington, right? I kept fucking screaming for this dude and all that to get him.
And when did they decide to bring Russell Wilson back?
4th game or some shit, wasn't it?
When they played against, I don't know who they play against when they decided to bring him back.
He was getting booed.
Yeah.
First half. You guys were there.
I remember.
He was getting booed, and man, they pulled it out of the fire though. But hey, we're talking Steelers organization, one of the top few greatest in the history of the NFL versus the Jets organization. I mean, come on.
It's true.
Yeah.
People who know what they're doing versus people who have no idea what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, JD, but what I'm saying is like the Darnell Washington cat, that dude is like 6'8", fucking solid and can block. Bro, like I'm not talking about like our fucking tight ends. What are they doing?
He's their second best tight end.
Yeah, Farmouth, whatever his name is.
That dude's
Farmouth, yeah.
This is not supposed to be Jets therapy right now, guys. Like I'm getting frustrated as fuck right now.
How can we have a Jets show without it end up being therapy? It's
always therapy.
I just remember that shit with Dano being on there, and
we need
then
another
just
bottle of therapy.
and just freaking like we're seeing all these players that we want going. The only one that I was happy is when I got Malachi, which I couldn't believe that we got him, and then we don't even fucking use him. We don't even use him the right way, and then we use him one
The
time
few
and he
times
drops the
we've given
ball.
him the ball, he's shown like some explosiveness and stuff. So I still have hope for him. I just think that we need a competent staff to utilize him properly.
100%.
Here, question. So, Nwangu joined the IR today or yesterday.
Or
We
Wang?
already, yes, we already showed Gibson that, hey, we already tried replacing you once. So, like, are we going back to Gibson now, or are we saying, okay, next man up, Corley?
Why is
Yes.
it Corley running back kickoffs? I mean, that's
Correct.
the thing. Come on, you don't need to even know the playbook for that. If that's
They put Isaiah Davis back there.
They did. Yeah, I was about to say that. They had Davis back there.
All year is the number, like the 2-man guy. Like, I like him back there, but
Yeah, he's like the alternate returner. Like he's not. The
So
main
he's
guy.
already on the IR. What happened?
he broke his hand on a return last week.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
I didn't even know that.
Hey, well, one good thing
Yeah.
about this whole regime change, and we're going to have new coaches and stuff in. When that happens, they're relentless. They don't care about what you did for the team. They don't care if the fans love you. They don't care. They want their guys in there. So we don't have to worry about the fucking Clemens of the world. We don't have to worry about the Gibsons of the world. Gone. Guarantee it. Both of those guys gone next year.
Good. They need to. I'm still pissed about Cordington. Where the fuck his name is now? Over
Codrington.
Codrington, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I still
I
have that
see.
autographed helmet.
He's going to be playing in January, man.
Fucking nice, man. That was supposed to be us.
Throw Craig DeLeg on that list, Murph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone. Yeah. And Justin Tucker, baby, comes on over here because they're going to let him go from the Ravens. And we're going to pick him up, baby. What's up?
Hey,
I'm kidding.
question. You just brought up the special teams. New regime, new coaches. Are we keeping Brant Boyer?
Fuck no. Get a nuke
No?
and just. I want everybody gone, bro. I want all that bad juju. I want all that shit that's been in there, the losing culture that's all they've ever known. Just get rid of all of them, bro. Bring it all new. Bring back Mike Westhoff. Fuck it, since we're talking about bringing all these old school ass Jet players and all
He's
that.
coaching for the Saints, or not the Saints, but the Broncos right now.
Nah,
Do you
he's actually
think?
not no more.
Well, let me ask you this: Justin Hardy was an All-Pro how many times? Now we got Irv Charles. He might have been. He was at least a Pro Bowler. And like Brian Baldinger is breaking down how it took 3 guys to stop him the other day, and then he goes on IR. Is that Boyer, or did we just randomly get 2 elite guys?
I think we got 2 elite guys.
It's always part. It's always part coaching. There's, I think it's a mix. Really good player with a really good coach. It's a shame Boyer is our most tenured coach on the team, but new regime comes in, and I agree with Johnny. Like they're going to bring out the bazooka, and they're just going to get rid of everyone.
Everyone.
Except Hackett.
Except Hackett. Yeah, we got to keep him.
Whoa. Johnny, I just looked it up, and Westhoff, you're right. He's not with them anymore, but he stepped down due to health concerns.
The health. Yeah, I was getting ready to type it to you, but yeah, he had a scare. He had like a crazy scare, supposed on the sideline and whatnot, and then that's what.
Well, he's old as fuck. I mean,
bro, like there's legit fans out here right now, bro, that are literally talking about bringing every ex-Jet great, right, to the fucking coaching staff, bro. I'm talking about Darrell Revis as the quarterback coach. I'm talking about Nick Mangold as the offensive lineman. Kevin Mawai as the other assistant, bro. Jim Leonard. Now, granted, I would probably take a swing at Jim Leonard, all right, and what he's doing over there with the Broncos and them. So
It's a lazy take. people grasp to what they know. I mean,
What was that
or
movie
they,
with Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren? And what was that movie?
Expendables.
It's going to be our coaching staff,
It's the Jets Expendables, baby.
right?
Fuck, man. Vinny T is gonna be the quarterback coach, bro.
Right.
Like, fuck, man. Hey, but I'll tell you this much: I would want to go to one of the training camps because I would want to get an autograph from
Like
all
legends.
of the coordinators, bro.
All the legends.
You know what? Fuck their ties to the Jets. I want the best man for the job. I want no favoritism. I want like Rex.
You want
Rex.
somebody other than Aaron Glenn?
Yeah, I said if we went a defensive route, yes. Well, besides Vrabel, I don't believe. Do you guys believe Ben Johnson is an option?
Why not?
Everybody's on the table.
I think so. I think if I'm Ben Johnson and I'm seeing this shit that's going on, like, why not? Why not take this opportunity just to put myself in those conversations? Because, yo, you fucking win in New York and with the New York Jets, bro, you're instantly talking about Hall of Fame type of coach, bro. Like that quick, man. And I love the arrogance. I love what he said on his conference about, like, you know, it has to be this. When people are saying that Ben Johnson's not, or the other take of a first time head coach and stuff like that. Hey, Sean McVay was a first time head coach, bro, and look what he did. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I forgot the other first time head coach. He's playing right now. Kyle Shanahan, right? First time head coach and all that, and what he did over there with San Fran. It's for me, man. Like, why not? Like, I feel like this organization does bring stuff to the table, and if Ben Johnson wants and has that, it's a conversation that needs to be talked about. And why not the Jets?
What other jobs will be available that will be competing with the Jets?
Jacksonville,
Raiders.
Jacksonville, Bears.
You think Antonio Pierce gets fired?
Yeah.
What if Dion wants him there for Shador?
What if Dion wants that job?
Touche. I don't know, dude. It's so hard not being in the know, but
Yeah.
I just don't think you can sell our job by saying if you excel here, you'll own the town. Dude, we've been saying that for a decade. Like,
it's the talent. That's what we'd sell it. I would say that.
Yes.
We have the players in place and all that. We fucking need a head coach. We need a good GM. We need good coordinators. The personnel. We need brand new medical staff, because I think it's bullshit that Aaron Rodgers has been injured and we didn't have a coach that have balls to say, sit your old ass down, get better, and then you'll start again and let, Taylor rock for now and all that.
Let him rock. Problem is, if they'd have played Taylor in either one of those games against Denver or Minnesota, then they'd have two hurt quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And we got Adrian Martinez, baby.
Let's go.
The second coming of Mark Sanchez. What are you guys talking about, man?
Reveler's available somewhere.
You guys got that Mark Sanchez jersey somewhere. I know you do, bro.
No, I'm a Sanchez hater, brother. Like,
I know.
And sorry, she's whining, but I feel like he held us back. We'll get into that another day. But
I'm with you.
Let me ask you something though, because I didn't think Vrabel would come here either. But on my list of shit that happened this week, Rich Samini did report that Vrabel came out and said he would take this job. Aaron Glenn came out and said this is a dream job for him.
Thank you.
So we know both those guys, they might just be, I'll take any interview. But the fact is, they're not utterly rejecting us. Does that shock you? Does that make you more intrigued about Vrabel or Glenn? Where are you guys at with hearing that news this week?
It's a character. It's a character thing. I think it's what you project to the public. You know, you're going to come out and badmouth the Jets, and then other teams are going to look at you and be like, you know what, you just shut the Jets down. You know, like you have to keep your options open. You have to look like the politician. You have to be the right person. You have to project that you're open-minded. So anyone who says that they're not, we all say it. There's 32 of these positions open, like up for grabs. Not even 32. There's a limited amount. So for you to badmouth somebody or a team or whatever, you know, it's like you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You got to put your best foot forward, and that's it.
Not to mention, it's going to help you negotiating with other teams that may want you.
Sure.
I mean, I thought it made the most sense because I kept talking in regards earlier when people were shitting on that. I was like, well, why Vrabel would not want to come over here where he already has some guys that are in the inside already that could really give him a really good insight of what the hell's going on within the organization, within the Keith Carters, within the wide receiver coach that we have now. Those guys were part of his people, his coaching staff. You know what I mean? And I would want somebody that's already in the inside to kind of give me the scoop about what's really going on out here. Hey, is Woody Johnson really a meddling dude? Are these reports that are coming out? Is this stuff true? Hey, you know, let me know. Tell me, bro. Let's go have a few beers and talk in regards to that stuff. It makes sense to me. Like for myself, I wanted it to make sense. And if it don't make sense, then I don't fucking know.
I will say that I don't think that Woody meddles until it looks like it's not working.
Agreed.
Right? So like we're bitching about recent Woody meddling, right? Well, nothing's been working recently, so he's been meddling. He's been trying to figure something out, like make a change. So he fired Saleh. Well, that didn't work. So he fired Douglas. Well, that's not working either right now. So it's just like I think when Woody believes in somebody, he'll leave him be to do it. And I think he did that with Rodgers initially, and it didn't work. You know, he did that with Douglas. It didn't work. Get that shit off. So I understand people's frustrations with Woody, and I'm just like Snowball on the road. I know Snowball's leading the pack. I'd like him to sell the team just to get rid of the bad juju, if nothing else, you know.
100%.
But I don't know if it's necessary. Like, basically, where I'm getting at is like, if Woody sits down and has interviews, and he has an interview with like a solid GM candidate, whether it's Ray Agnew or Dorothy or whoever, and in turn he sits down and has an interview with like Vrabel, and he's like, man, these guys sound like they can work it out between each other and they can figure it out. Like they sound like true leaders that can do this. And he hires those guys. He's going to step back for a year or two to give them a chance. And if 2 years goes by and we have a combined record of fucking 7 and 20 something, then he's going to start meddling and doing the Woody thing. But, you know, like when you win, the owner's not going to, he don't care. He's like, oh shit, yeah, you're selling my tickets. I don't care. Is he going to meddle when you're winning? No.
I'm with you, man.
I haven't seen anything that's telling me that he's been doing that. But, you know, whenever you're losing, he gets desperate. He wants to figure it out, make a change. And we're the ones that's calling for it, too.
Dude, he has way more patience than me. Way more.
Fire somebody. Make a trade.
6 years? 6 years with Saleh. Right?
Yeah.
How many years with JD?
Joe Douglas, yeah.
Yeah.
And I bet you he didn't meddle for at least the first 3.
You know what's interesting too is that Vrabel didn't get the time that he was allotted. So maybe how long of a rope that Saleh got, maybe that intrigues Vrabel. hey, if Saleh, who sucked with Zach Wilson for two, he sucked before Zach Wilson, he sucked during Zach Wilson, he sucked after, and he still got another year. Maybe that intrigues Vrabel. Because, dude, Woody has way more patience than I do, I think, than anyone on this panel has.
Woody wasn't wrong with the firing of Saleh. It just, when he did it, was do it before the season. Don't do it 5 games in. I mean, they were 2-3. Boy, we wish they'd have kept up that pace. They
there was
playoff hunt right now, but
there was no reason to get rid of him that soon in the season. At least wait until like right now. Now would have been the time to fire him, or like maybe a game or two ago. When we got eliminated from the playoffs, then you fire him.
Well,
But,
and then if it's true that the rumors were that he was so pissed that they didn't win when he had his cronies around in England, the people over there, and that was what triggered it, that's weak. That may not be true at all. But
yeah, I don't know if I believe it or not. I mean, maybe. He's a human like the rest of us. Like if you own a damn team and you got a bunch of buddies that are going overseas and you only get to go over there once every few years, and you go over there, you have what you think is a star-studded team that's like slightly underperforming, but they go over there, they get their asses kicked in front of all your buddies. Yeah, I mean maybe, but I don't know if that's it.
That was a close game. They didn't get their ass kicked, and as it turns out, it's a pretty damn good team, aren't they? 11-2.
Yeah.
Jets had the ball with a chance to win it. They had Lazard drop the TD pass. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a drive that the Vikings had, a touchdown drive where it was penalty after penalty after penalty on the defense, and the majority of them were bullshit. Ticky-tack, little handsy calls on Sauce and Reed. And, of course, now who knew the Vikings were going to end up being as good as they were or are. We all thought
undefeated at the time.
For the season, we all thought, oh, there's an easy win. Everyone had that as a win.
Fuck yeah, I did too. I said 14-3, man. So dumbass. What an idiot that JohnnyBoy is. That fucking dumbass.
I know.
Hey, but Johnny, you also picked the Texans to beat the Jets, so you're even worse than the 14-3.
Dude, I know.
All right, hold on. I want to hear from Snowball.
About
what? About Woody's patience level, his meddling.
I think
maybe the firing of Saleh, all that.
All right, so here's a guy who admits that thinking is overrated. This is a guy who admits that he doesn't know as much as the experts, and and he buys blinged out chains, and he wants to be in the locker room, and he has a 17-year-old son, and he's 77 years old, and he owns a football team, and he was, the lottery winner of the sperm donations, like all this stuff. And like everyone says, he's a patient man. Well, listen, if I had his money, I'd be a patient man also, because if it's just rolling in, who cares? The team makes money no matter if they win or lose. There are people buying tickets. It's a win-win-win situation. He's made money hand over fist on purchasing this team. The selling price of this team is astronomical from now on. He is a rich man, and he doesn't care. So is he patient?
Why would you not be?
I think he's a stupid man, really. I mean, if you ask me the truth, I think he's a stupid man who takes the advice of people who shouldn't be giving him advice in the first place, but he takes it. And what are you going to do? Like he owns a football team, and that's it. He was patient with him. Yeah, sure. He was patient with Saleh, but he kept giving him, chance after chance after chance to get in. He's going to own the team forever. He's going to own the team forever. His family's going to own the team forever. And that's it. We're stuck with the Johnsons probably for the next 50 years. It's yeah, we're all gonna die, and they're still gonna own this team. So, what are we gonna do? What was the other part of the question?
The firing of Sala, was that premature?
Yes, it was premature. I think they should have either, like Scott said, they should have done it before the season or waited until the end of the season. Really, it really hurt. I think it hurt the defense. Dan, I agree with you. It hurt the defense that he left. I think a lot of people had a lot of faith in him, and if you really ask me the truth, I think they should have promoted Middleton to head coach, and Ulbrich should have stayed with the defense. We saw what Middleton did when he took over for Salo when he got COVID. They won. He can coach a team.
And we're
And
seeing so many going for it on fourth, as I have when we had
Yeah.
Ron Middleton. Like we went for every fourth down. Fuck punting.
yeah, he was a modern he was the modern day NFL before the modern day NFL, really. Like now everybody's going for it on fourth down, but Middleton was the innovator.
It's what I was saying with and kind of piggybacking off of everything that Snowball just said, because I agree with it. With Ulbrich, I was not happy with the interim coach and him being bricked up and the whole nine, because he was part of the sinking ship. And I remember, right, when we had Ulbrich as the DC in the beginning, right, he wasn't good. And Salah had to step in and take over some of the call playing. I don't know if you guys remember that shit. And I was like, what the hell is going on with this? So how much of that defense was really solid, to Murph's point? So do I feel bad for the guy? Yeah. I mean, I do feel bad for the guy, because I think he was put in a shitty situation where you're not going to be able to win. Salah should have been fired either before the season, like you guys just said, all been saying, or after the season. Like, but it's the Jets, bro. Like,
Who made the decision to put Ulbrich as head coach?
X, the
Was
fan
it,
base,
Was it Hyman?
Jaime.
It was probably Joe Douglas, I guess, or between Joe. It was probably Woody and Joe talking it about. I mean, I'm just glad they didn't put Hackett in. I mean,
And we were scared that was going to happen. Remember?
we were all scared that was going to happen. We were praising that it was Ulbrich. Excuse me.
Hey, Hackett had a better winning percentage in Denver than Ulbrich has now.
Yeah.
What is it? One of the last 10?
Yeah, they were
Bro.
2-1.
Dude, I will, till the day I die, which is probably like 20 more years, I will never understand how you go 1-9 with this roster.
Me
I
and you
don't care
both,
what-
brother.
I don't care
And
what
that's
we do
what
to
I
the
think
Final
about-
Four. 1-9.
Like what, 1-7 since we've had Ulbrich?
No. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Is
1-7 since we've had Ulbrich. So I just like, it's not so much of like, okay, Sala was so much better than Ulbrich. That's not necessarily where I'm getting at. It's just the fact that like early into a season, when you still had hope, you fired your head coach. A player-friendly head coach that most of the players loved. What did you think was going to happen to that team? Do you think that they were going to have high morality, or not morality?
Dan,
do you think
Dan, thinking is overrated, Dan.
thinking is overrated?
What did you think? What was there to think about?
Yeah,
Dude,
I
we
mean,
were
apparently-
6 days away from leading the division. We that's the layup. We haven't went the layup yet this whole episode. But like, if we beat Buffalo, we were first in the East.
Yeah, and they played well that game. That was
They
one
did.
of those missed field goal games.
It fucking sucks, man. All the opportunities that were given to this team this year, right, where shit was falling in line for us, in place. The teams that we were needing to lose were losing. Cincinnati, everybody thought they were going to run their division. Look what they're at, and we're here, right? We were talking about we're gonna finally win our division, and we were talking about division home games in the playoffs, baby, because like fuck, man, it's so frustrating, man.
It wasn't
So
just
frustrating.
us though. Like frustration, yes, but like we weren't dumb for thinking that. That's what I
No.
want to get across. Like
Yeah.
even Vegas had us like right there when the season kicked off.
Well, they're still favored to win pretty much every game. I heard guys on the radio laughing about that. It might have been Rich again. It's like the Jets are favored again. They lose all the time, yet they're always favored.
I just threw that ticket away. My $100 bet that the Jets would win the division. I just threw that ticket away.
Finally gave up, did you?
Well, as soon as we were mathematically out of it, I had to throw that ticket away.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: do I still have a chance at Garrett Wilson 1400? How many did you say? 123 for 1,000. So he needs 523. The last how many games?
4.
That's doable.
Okay. 260. He needs 130 a game.
He's about to get.
You know what? You want about a 200 game against Jacksonville.
Is about to cost exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
And they just keep your hopes alive.
And they just lost Evan Ingram. You guys saw that, right? Evan Ingram is gone for the year for Jacksonville too.
And Mac Jones and QB.
That's what we should have talked about tonight. Mac Jones 5-0 versus the Jets. Does it change in 2 days?
Hell fucking yeah. He's about to get his ass beat. We better be. Did you see that damn picture I sent you, Dane? Of me fucking with a damn Jaguar, bro? Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck is gonna happen, baby. We're fucking taming them Jaguars.
Who played quarterback for them last year, the last game? Was it Zappy?
Bailey Zappi?
Oh my god. Do they have both players there?
Look
at that shit.
There he is.
Yo, if you see that, he's digging in my shoulder with his nail, bro. That shit, I was like, what the fuck, man? But that was so awesome, bro. So fucking cool, man. Yeah, I do dumb shit like that.
I thought it was photoshopped whenever I first saw it.
I did too.
Nah, that shit's real, bro.
Perfect, dude. That's
Where the hell
awesome.
was that?
I was in Roatan in Honduras.
Shit.
Only in Honduras.
Hey, man, you gotta fuck it. Yo, and then the week after the government comes in and starts blowing up the resort that I was at and everything. Like legit coming in and like Matov cocktails and shit. And like it was fucking nuts, bro. It was crazy.
They were following you.
I guess. I felt bad for the animals though.
They were trying to get Johnny because they're worried about population control.
Right.
That's all they can do out there. Shit. They ain't got nothing else, man, to do. Hey, real quick, I did want to say something in regards to JD, right? He talked about Flores, Rabel, and Kingsbury, right? I have Kingsbury as a hell no as a coach for myself. I do not want him. I do not want Arthur Smith there, and I'm a big no on Rex Ryan too. My top 3 that I do not want over here.
I'm with you on there. I like Kingsbury a little bit better than the other 2 you mentioned, but I think Connor Long was pushing for Kingsbury earlier too, and I don't know. We've seen him in that position before, and I wasn't really impressed.
I don't want Gruden either.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I don't.
No.
I know people want to banana twist your nipples, RZ shit, and all that. I don't want that.
No XY banana?
No X purple nurple.
Spider in there somewhere too. Spider Y banana.
Right.
Yeah.
Giraffe monkey.
Spider 2Y banana, I think. Right.
There you go.
So, question. Wild Wave. Albrecht said Brees is expected to play. Like, why? Where?
It's fucking stupid.
So here's my I had this take on Twitter the other day. I'm like, if I'm the Jets, I'm dying to shut him down. Why? Because contract negotiations, and I want to be able to go to that table saying, your client only finished 1 out of 3 seasons so far. If I'm Brees's camp, I'm trying to get out there for weeks 17 and 18. Not right now, but 17 and 18, because I don't want them to say that about me. Do you think that plays into it at all? And like, where are you at? As an organization, do you want to shut him down? Is it contract related, or is it just for the health of the player? Does anybody have a take one way or the other there?
Maybe they want to show him off. For other teams.
I'm a Brees guy. I'm a Brees guy, right? So this is tough for me because I came on, I think it was with BG, and I said the conversation needs to be talked about. And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, the running backs looked a lot better with Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis. People were fucking coming at me left and right. I was like, yo, Braylon Allen was hitting those gaps like I've never seen Brees hit a gap before. He dances around too much and sticks to the ass of a lot of these damn linemen right before he does that explosion. If you don't hit that C gap to try to go into the outside, then I don't know. Now, do I want to get rid of Brees Hall? I don't, man. Like, let's fucking rock this 3-headed monster and see what we got, bro. Like, but then it's like, well, shit, if somebody gives me a second for him, why not?
I suggest that we put Johnny in next year as our gap responsibility coach, because nobody knows how to hit a gap.
I'm
like
filling
Johnny.
that shit up, baby, all
Yeah.
day.
No, so here's the thing, Brees, it's all about like ceilings and floors. Like whenever you have Brees, like the ceiling is astronomical because the guy can go off for 250 yards in a game. I mean, in scrimmage yards, you never know. But then also he'll have a game where he has like 3.1 yards per carry, and he's just running into the back of the back of the lineman and stuff every day, all day, and you're like, what's going on? But then you put Braylon and Isaiah Davis in there, and they're like 4 yards a carry guys. They're probably not going to have a 4.8, 5.0 yardage per carry game, but they're just going to be consistent dudes that are just going to get what they can. You know, they're not going to break away and get 60, 70-yard runs like Brees will. But, you know, so it's all about ceilings compared to floors. So, and that's the thing is Brees, game to game, you don't really know what you're getting out of him, because some games he just absolutely goes off. And then there's other games you're just like, what's in his head? Like, what's he doing? Like, he's not seeing the holes correctly. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I want to keep all three of them and just roll, like you said, roll with the 3-headed monster and do what you can. I think we have a good running back room. I do.
How many
Really,
100-yard games has Brees Hall had this year?
None. Zero.
No rushing.
Yeah.
No rushing. Oh, did he really?
Yeah, not rushing. I think combined yards.
Oh.
Yeah, combined yards. Yeah,
He's gone over 100 yards once.
because he's over 1,000 scrimmage yards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he's over 1,000 scrimmage yards.
I have a question too. Daniel, you talked about these, like the distance, 200 yard, whatever. His home run capability.
Mm-hmm.
His longest rushing touchdown this year, 18 yards. I agreed with all the Brees takes. I wanted him to be one of the core 4 we did sign because of the cost, and the impact. This year, I lost confidence in him, man. I did. And September, if you look at just September, I thought he should have been RB2. Since then, I think he's elevated to he can work a tandem start, like a committee, 2-man, him and Braylon. I don't know, man. Like even the screen games, we stopped doing them. Did we stop doing them because of his lack of success? I don't know. But like, when was the last time he had more than 4 catches, Snowball? Because the end of last year, he was having 7, 8 catches, 6 catches, 9 catches, and that's a lot about Boyle and Simeon. But like, Rodgers should have been throwing him 5, 6, 7 a game.
I think some of that is due to Hackett getting like not having the play calling duties, because I think Hackett liked to throw screen passes to the running back a lot, and then it's like whenever Downing took over that you saw that kind of decrease this year. So some of that's on play calling. But I actually like, and I know, Dane, we've discussed this before, I like Brees in a Jahmyr Gibbs type role. And then you have like, you know, your Braylon Allen is like your David Montgomery, like your hard yardage, pounded up the middle, you know, tough nosed running style back, and then you have your Jahmyr Gibbs or your Brees Hall as maybe your more shifty pass catching back. You give him some carries too, and you know, like on sweeps and outside and things like that, and you kind of just do the duo like that. That's what I would envision as the optimal usage.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the Aaron Jones and what's the other back when that Green Bay had with Aaron over there. It was Aaron Jones and I can't think of
the giant quads.
Yeah, huge ass. And that's what it was supposed to be, and it didn't happen. Dano, to your point, right? Like this is the conversation that I have within my own brain. Do I value JJ over Brees? Because when we're talking about the core 4, because we're gonna have to pay one of these guys coming up very soon, right? Who do I value more? And for me, I value an edge rusher over the running back position and stuff like that. So
the problem with that is you can't just be player for player. You have to factor in the money. Edge rushers make this much.
Yeah.
Running backs make that much. So you're talking 20 mil a year compared to 10, maybe.
But we already have the 2 running backs that are in place already to take over that. For me, at least, you know what I mean? So, but you're right.
I'm prioritizing the guy that gives me a break for signing them early. Like, because that's what we're doing. We're signing them early. If you're going to work with me, like Jermaine, you just blew your Achilles out. If we're going to the negotiation table, you're cutting me a break because, bro, you do it again, your career's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's he gonna come back as too? How long is it going to take him to come back?
So you have to get a deal with him, or you say, "Hey, you got to go prove it." Brees, this season for me, Brees, like that's a subpar season. If we're negotiating right now, it's you're coming 3 for 30. Otherwise, you're playing another year for me, and you're going to show me that you're worth more than $10 million a year.
100%.
So like, I don't know if Brees does that. I don't know if Jermaine does that. Garrett's the one that I think it behooves us to hurry up and sign.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You're seeing all these they're like starting to touch 30 mil a year on these elite wide receivers. You know, if we can get him for 24 a year right now,
the next couple games too, like if
3 years,
he could have 1,000 at the end of the year, or he could have 1,300. Like that's a big difference. So like, I don't know. Can we use Devontae a little more the next couple games?
100%. I
thought you're trying to win your bet, Dane. Looking for 14.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Short-term loss for a long-term gain, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was Ayuk's deal? In my mind, he should be paid more than Ayuk. He's better than Ayuk.
Oh,
Ayuk got 4 for 120.
So 30
Yeah.
a year.
30 a year.
And then he got hurt. Huh.
Okay,
Listen,
let me ask you guys this other question, right? Because I think in the beginning of the season, all of us were talking about this room, and this room has kind of been a little bit up and down, right? Until Jalen Mills came on over. The safeties, right? The safety room itself. Like, what is your guys' take on that? Like, do we need the help? And I love Chuck Clark, bro. Chuck Clark is a Virginia guy from out here and all that stuff like that. And I was high on him, but Tony Adams situation, Ashton Davis just went like that. I mean, do we need help? Is that a room that needs to be bolstered back up?
I trusted Sala to get the most out of some mid talent at safeties. Sala's not here anymore. Let's get us a fucking stud safety as far as I'm concerned. Can we get us a goddamn ball hawk? Can we get us a guy that makes plays? Can we get us a Buda Baker or a Justin Simmons type? Like, we've ignored the position for years now, but now that we our defensive minded head coach that got the best out of his players is gone, let's get us some talent at that position. Look how many Scott, how many picks do we have this year again? I know you know. Sounds like we need a stud ball hawking safety back there.
Agreed, 100%.
Also, what would help some, the pass rush is not the same. That obviously helps the DBs. But yeah,
I hate to break it to you guys, but our linebacking room might be the most expensive in the league.
Really? True.
Hey, you know who's out there, man?
I think Stiggers should be a starting safety next year solely to save that money.
Fuck, man. Hey, Malachi Starks he's coming in there from Georgia. He's
do we care if we lose? Do we care if we lose 15 games next year? Because
fuck yeah, I care, bro.
I
Fuck
don't
that
know if I
shit,
can do it,
man.
man. I don't know if I can do it.
I think we're trending that way.
Are you trying to get Arch Manning? Is that what the deal is?
I'm just saying, how many priority free agents can you sign? And then out of those, how many want to come here?
Yeah, look at that. Look who shows up when you get Stiggers.
It's like when you say Beetlejuice, right? Stiggers?
Hey, I want Stiggers to do. I love everything about the kid. The range that has, the size is there. Why not? You know, I mean, shit.
We gotta save money, man. We gotta save money.
What's happening with Converse too? Like, he just can't stay healthy either. He was having a great off season, and just where he's at, you know. I mean, Eccles too, right? Eccles about to be gone after this year as well, right? He's another player.
Here's a theory. You keep Sauce. Eccles is your starter. JBC is your first backup. Stiggers is a safety. And that saves you the money to keep Sherwood.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, man, yeah. I mean, easily you can sign a guy on the free agency for minimum and replace any of those guys. But what I'm saying is you can't pay Sherwood money to any of those positions and keep Sherwood. Like, you can afford one priority sign out of all those, and we have one in-house. Sherwood, got to keep him. Now, you can pay a safety, but then you're taking away from the D-line. You can pay a corner, you're taking away from the D. We got a lot of starters to replace. And how many draft picks?
Yeah.
How many draft picks on?
9.
I didn't mean like this off season we need to pay $25 million a year to Derwin James or anything like that. I'm just saying like over the next couple years, like this new regime needs to put a little bit more into the safety position than what the previous has.
Facts.
We have a lot of young players who we should just play.
That's what I've been saying, man. Like,
just play them.
Play them now. Let's
Right?
see what we got. Let Stiggers rock, bro.
Yep.
I want to see do his thing. Let Malachi get the ball. You want to win? Let Booby in, baby. Come on. Like, what are we doing? Fuck, man.
Is
Stiggers
active?
Yeah, is he going to be active? Yeah, good question.
Yeah, that's the point.
Is Stiggers a nickel corner or is he a safety? Because I like him at safety more. But
I would want him safety. I mean, he has the size and the range and whatnot that you would want from a safety and all that. But then at the same time, like, isn't Buddha Baker going to be a free agent coming up? And I know he's going to want money as fuck, too. So I know we can't afford that shit. But
Javon Holland, steal him from Miami. He's a free agent.
oof.
I heard they're not going to be able to re-sign him.
You know who I always wanted?
That's the thing, though. If we're taking the dead money, let's do it right. Let's just go all dead. Like, I don't want to, like, either you do a soft reset and you keep Roger, or you keep a lot of pieces that'll possibly have a wild card, possibly be 8-8 or whatever, or you just go all the way. That's where I'm at. Try to hang on and maybe get a wild, or just literally, if you're gonna eat all that dead, just do it all, man. Why even sign a Buddha Baker? Like, fuck it. Just draft a whole bunch of day 3 and day 2 guys.
Fuck you.
Trade out of the first round. Just play them all, and then the next year, then
get all the Bulldogs.
If you have the right coach,
is that idiotic? Yeah. Yes.
It's not.
If you have the right coach and they're capable of coaching up young guys, then just go all young. Youth movement. Just do it. Bite the bullet and just see what you get.
They got something to prove, man.
I feel like we just did that, didn't we?
Did we?
No, we didn't. I don't think we did.
For a minute.
Yeah, but
not
here.
Just.
Yeah.
When do you mean by just?
Right.
When? 2020?
Like 21 was like, we were young then. We had a lot of picks. We had a lot of young players. We started a lot of young players.
Yeah, under 25. We had the most under 25, I believe, right? At that point. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had
Now
shit
we're
coach.
old as
Shit
fuck.
coaching.
And now we have entered the danger zone, guys.
Well, I hate to say it, but you might have to go cheap everywhere to keep our core really good.
Yep.
And
I
then,
The Chiefs do it.
Sure.
rather than have a whole bunch of medium, have some good and some bad, and then eventually you could replace the bad.
The difference is the Chiefs have Patrick
I was
Mahomes.
about to say that, bro. But they got Mahomes.
And Andy Reid.
Maybe A-Rod could get some fucking roids and some PEDs and mix that shit in with his ayahuasca and then just do that or get those fucking shots. Wow, Wave, the cap's fugazi, bro. What are you talking about? We'll just keep pushing it down the line. Fuck it. As long as we get a W.
I mean, we still got another year for a lot of these guys. I think it's just mostly Brees we're going to have to worry about, right?
Yep.
AVT, we have to worry about him. So,
I want AVT back, bro. I don't want him to go, man. I want him to sign up, make him a fucking life jet, man.
Is AVT, is he playing on Sunday?
Yeah.
That I don't know. I know next year though he's playing on his 5th-year option now.
He didn't practice for the past 2 days.
It's because he was getting a tattoo.
I hate what's
done.
behind him. Yeah.
He's getting a tattoo.
What's behind him we should have replaced on day 3 of the draft.
Exactly.
I have
Yeah.
listen.
Not Dave. Not
I've
Dave.
come out and said it. I'm not an AVT fan.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm
He
not
fucking
an
hates
AVT
that dude.
fan.
He says the injuries, the whole nine. We always have this argument
Yeah.
about that. And they're freak injuries, man. They're freak injuries. They're not like he's injury prone like
Your
that.
best ability is availability, and
Fuck
he has
that.
proven not to be available.
He fucking tore his bicep. And like some weird shit was happening to him, man. All in Denver. Like, look at these thighs. What he's about to show us.
Here we loading AVT. This is
Processing.
AVT in a nutshell, right there. He is loading. Nice.
Oof.
I'll never forget this.
That was
Oh,
Titman's.
it's
That
his
was Titman's
first-
fault.
It's his first week back. Okay, he got a little better. He did.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Here, good.
His assignment was not to just lock in and block that guy. He was supposed to chip him and move to the next level. You can tell by the way he's moving towards the linebacker.
He didn't
Yep.
chip him.
Mic
Oh,
drop.
very good. No, he didn't chip him well at all. That's the problem.
Touched him. He did touch
He
him.
barely. That guy touched him.
That's not enough, though.
That was
That
Morgan
that was
Moses'
an
fault.
excellent play by the DT there. I'll give it to him. Is that
Almost,
Hargrave?
almost looked like he whiffed and did a face plant, and then
Yeah.
balanced himself a little and thought, well,
Agreed. You said this originally, Daniel. That's a hell of a defensive tackle. But all I'm saying is that's not the AVT I was expecting to have week one because dude was all pro consideration. Like, at least hit the guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hey, make him play next year. Like, I think he's still salvageable, but this year he's halfway back.
We could have had all this shit fixed, man. Fucking Zach Frazier, Mahogany, fucking everybody and their mamas was out there for us and shit. But nah, we don't fucking want to do that shit. Right? We don't.
we wanted a little tiny third string injured quarterback. Sorry.
Fucking fuck. Fucking fuck. God damn it.
Woody's patient. We're patient. We're more than patient.
See, I'll never forget back in, 10 years ago or whatever, I'll never forget that the Cowboys went on a streak of like 5 years straight where they drafted an offensive lineman in the first round every year. They had Tyron Smith, they had Zach, the guard,
Martin.
Zach Martin, absolute stud guard. They had a really good center. Their right tackle was really good too. I can't remember his name. They drafted all those dudes like back to back to back to back, and they ended up all being studs. And we all knew the Cowboys for having the best offensive line in the league for like a decade almost. You know, they were giving the ball to DeMarco Murray. He had like 500 rushing attempts on the season. Like, it was crazy. And I kind of want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I've always wanted to, and I thought Joe Douglas would do it. I thought because he came in, he was saying, oh, I want to build the foundations. I'm an offensive line guy, this and that. And he drafted Becton right off the bat. And we're like, okay, you know. And then it was AVT, and then he quit, you know. And it was like, damn. But, like, that's what I want. I want somebody to come in, and I know you got to eat your vegetables because you're not getting anything flashy in the first round, right? Like, we all want that stud receiver or that pass rusher or whatever. You're eating them vegetables, but, man, boy, after you get 5 stud first-round picks in the offensive line, and that line is set for a decade, you can't argue it. You're making the quarterback's life easier. If you bring in a rookie quarterback, they got 7 seconds to throw the damn ball every time they drop back. Like,
Do you want Moses back?
I do. Actually, I do. Yeah,
I do too.
Well, you have
Because
two
you
pieces, Dan.
can't draft all 5, right?
no, yeah.
You can.
You can. It's been proven.
I think if you draft well enough outside of the first round on the other positions, at least enough to hold the fort down until you get that line set. Yeah.
You have Tippmann and Olu. That's your start. And then you got scraps. I mean, Simpson's proven to be valuable.
Yeah.
Dude, there was just so
Our
many
line
out
isn't that
there,
bad.
man. What's that other guy who started with an R? Rosengarten or some shit?
Yeah, played for Washington. Yep.
Mhm.
It's just there were so many, man. Latham that was
Yep.
out there.
We didn't even get a chance to get Latham.
I know.
Unless you're
I
talking
know.
about the other one.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the other one that was out
Talking about
there.
Brady Latham.
Brady
We did
Latham.
have him.
I do like Tipman though.
Yeah, I do like
Yep.
Tipman.
I do.
He was a little
Rod-
rocky in the beginning, but then he
Roger
straightened
F.
it out.
Part
He
ways
did.
like Moses
So-
did with Moses.
So
What the
draft another tackle this year, first round.
hell
And
yeah.
then next year we'll draft a left guard, and the year after we'll draft the right guard. And boom, we have 5 first-round offensive linemen, all
Gucci.
studs. Hopefully, praise the football god. We'll be set.
Dude, I'm getting every fucking like lineman from Wisconsin. I'm getting from West Virginia. I'm getting linemen from those type of schools, bro, where they fucking build them up over there and shit. Give me those ones.
Yeah, let's not get carried away.
Yeah, dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm not even gonna get carried away and say West Virginia. I was just saying Zach Frazier was a stud. I'm not saying anybody else is. Yadi Kajus sucks.
Who was the other one that we were talking about other than Zach Frazier? There was one more too that we were talking about that was before, and he was I think he was injured as well.
Oh, the Michigan.
From West Virginia? Or
No. It was just one of the other linemen. He broke his leg.
It was the Michigan kid. He'd been injured, and you were talking him up like crazy before the draft. I don't remember.
Yes. Yeah. What was his name? Do you remember?
I don't remember his name.
It was Zach something because Zach Frazier and shit.
Oh, Zach
Was
Kuntz.
It wasn't Lloyd Dingleberry.
That's a good dingleberry.
We're winding down, obviously. Chad, if you have any final questions, I do want to ask you guys. One of the few news items that did drop this week, and it's not Jet related, but Belichick to North Carolina with notable Jet hater Michael Lombardi as GM, which I didn't even know colleges had GMs, but guess what? I learned something this week. Thoughts?
Yeah, good
Because,
for him.
I didn't. So here's the thing. I thought it was a decent move. Oh, he wants to ride it out into the sunset, college football. Then I started hearing from people who know him, and they're like shocked and blown away. Oh my God, he went to the college. It's a totally different game. Was I underselling how like explosive that is, or what?
I was happy as fuck. Fuck the Tar Heels. Go Blue Devils, baby. I hope they fucking shit the bed over there.
I was hoping he was going to get a job in the NFL that would leave us more available options. You know, he'd take up one of those, but not now.
I think
Makes
he took the position just to find more girlfriends. It's like, you know what? Yeah, just find some more college girls.
He's good at recruiting young talent.
I guess his dad coached there
Did he really?
at some point. Yeah, so he's got kind of a soft spot in his heart.
100 years ago?
News to me. Nice.
And I was listening. I did a lot of driving today, and I was listening to NFL radio, and they were saying that owners just don't in the NFL don't want to deal with him.
That I believe.
Yeah.
He's just, anywhere he goes, he's big man on campus. So,
Well, you see what he did. Like, he had them restructure, like, everything to even go there. Like, their their recruiting or their coaching salaries or something used to be $4 million. Now it's like 20. It's like crazy. Like 5 times what they were doing, they now have to do.
Well, they're gonna make a run at a title, they think.
Zach Zinter.
There you go. Good work,
Zach
Johnny.
Zinter.
Johnny, you were all about that dude pre-draft last year.
Because he was supposed to be a fucking 1. And because of the injury, he dropped.
What do you end up doing this year?
Being a beast. He started for Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks. Hey, I have a final take, but before I do it, I want to ask you guys your favorite athlete of all time to watch in
Ooh.
any sport, any era, but you had to see them like a whole season or whatever, not just a game. Like you had to not just highlights. Your
Any
favorite,
sports, any sport.
any sport, yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. I fucking loved Roy Jones Jr. Man.
That was one of my favorite boxers. So, yeah.
Seeing him and the stuff that he would do, the way he would play Rooster, when he broke Vernon Forrest's his rib with the body punches, the way he boxed, bro, it was like poetry, bro, in motion. Watching that man fight, dude, it was amazing, amazing. It was crazy because, like, he was like a teacher teaching the other fighter how to fight. Like, he was so many moves. I don't know, like, it's very hard for me to explain it, but like when somebody was angling him to come and throw like a right, he already knew that angle was coming, so he would get in a different position so the guy would be completely open and just fucking kill the guy. And he did it with sometimes with his fucking hands behind his back, which was amazing, doing the whole rooster dance. So I would have to say for me is Roy Jones Jr. Can't be touched, can't be that was my song too, baby. Let's
Oh yeah,
go.
oh yeah. And then there was I drank, I smoke, or something. I
Yeah,
won't, or I should stop, but I won't. Yeah.
You're muted, Dane.
All right, your turn. Favorite athlete to watch your entire life?
Oh, it's not me since I'm the big face on the screen right now.
Yes, sir. You got
Tucked in
it.
the corner.
Rex
Man.
Ryan because of the feet.
That's hi, Johnny.
Was it Babe Ruth, Scott?
I didn't quite go back that far. Man, that's a hard question, dude.
Lou Gehrig.
Oh no.
That is such a hard question.
Someone you want to give, some applause, some flowers to. It doesn't have to be the one.
I'm going to give you one from each of the three major sports.
Ooh.
I loved watching Eric Davis play baseball for the Cincinnati Reds. That dude was an athlete. Man, I loved watching Tony Dorsett play.
Buckeye.
No, he was Pitt Panther.
Was he?
Hell yeah.
Oh, let me shut up.
I didn't realize that.
Oh boy. I mean, NBA, it's so easy to say Michael Jordan.
I hated Jordan. I still do.
Well, yeah, it's because you're a Knicks fan. I don't know if I can pick an NBA player, to be honest with you, but I guess I would say Michael Jordan.
You should say AI the answer.
No, it
that's a good
definitely
one.
wasn't him.
I fucking loved Iverson, bro.
The professor.
Yeah, okay. Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Because of all the girls he banged?
He wasted such a good porn name.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, I guess I'm up. Shit, dude, I don't know. I'll say the greatest college highlight reel of all time is Tavon Austin. He is so fun to watch, dude, and nobody can deny it. That is not biased.
It was a problem, bro.
But as far as NBA, I was leaning towards either Allen Iverson or Vince Carter. One of those.
Hell
two
yeah.
were so fun to watch. And then NFL, oh man, I don't know. So is it most fun to watch? Is that what we were saying exactly?
I'm
or-
saying you grew up, you could only watch one. You had to erase everybody else that you've ever watched. Were you old enough to see Marshall Falk?
Yeah.
Greatest show on turf.
Dude, they were.
I mean, Curtis Martin is the reason I'm a Jets fan, but he wasn't necessarily the flashiest guy, like the most fun to watch. He just made it happen. I like Larry Fitzgerald. I was a big fan of Larry Fitzgerald. I enjoyed watching him, even though he's a Pitt Panther too. Mm. And then I like Drew Brees a lot too. Even I don't know. So I don't know. Larry Fitzgerald or Drew Brees, those were probably two of my favorite athletes growing up because the Jets always suck. So I didn't really have too many of those to
That works.
watch.
It's easy. It's easy for me. Just, and it's not because the documentary came out today, but Mark Gastineau was the most electric athlete that I've ever watched. I think he was he was a trendsetter. He was the sack dance master. He was the bad boy of the NFL. He did everything wrong and it was right. So, I love that man. And he got robbed. And he was I could watch him if he played in his prime. I would watch him all day, every day.
Say it, Snowball. Say it.
Yeah, he is.
Say it. No. Say who you want to f. Fuck Brett Favre for what he did.
Oh,
God damn it.
He wants his sack back.
Yeah. You know what? A eunuch told me the same thing one time. You know what? Watch this segue. You know what? The reason I started this segment is because I heard some terrible news, man, about the guy that I loved watching growing up, and cancer, man. The big C.
Oh, yeah. Randy Moss.
Dude was electric.
Yeah, he was.
1998, 97 to like 07. I mean, I didn't really care for him in New England, but with Culpepper, dude, with Cunningham.
Yeah.
Like, I was a Jet fan, but the Vikings were on TV. Don't get me wrong. Like, their turf, I'll remember just purple and green rest of my life. But, like, Carter, awesome. Moss, though, man.
Yeah.
Being my age, like, born in 88, Moss, and battling cancer. I don't know if he already beat it once and this is another stint, but, like, danger zone prayers to Randy Moss, dude.
Yeah,
because I think he stepped away from his day job and everything, so it's not nothing. So
Spider-Man, he really was. He was like a real life Spider-Man,
bro.
That Cowboys game, man, when he fucking went off on them and shit. Yeah. Moss was different, man. Yeah, Jay beat me to it. He was different, man. That dude.
A verb.
They even named a term after him, right? Now everyone's Moss somebody now, right?
I almost mentioned a couple other guys, but they because they were Steelers, I didn't even want to bring them up or whatever. But I got a lot of respect for Troy Polamalu. He was a really fun dude to watch play, man. He was all over the field. You just see that hair flying everywhere, man. All over the field. He was so fun to watch, and he was a good dude. And then James Harrison, who didn't love watching him just completely crush people day in and day out. But fuck them guys. They're
no more Steeler talk. What the fuck, man?
Hey, you know who's another player I liked a lot watching, and was Emmitt Smith, bro. I love seeing Emmitt Smith on how small he was and the stuff that he would do, and he would shake people off and all that shit was
Barry
fun,
Sanders.
Dude,
Barry
I saw
Sanders.
Barry. Dude, barely, but I saw him a couple years, and That's what soured me on Emmett a little bit because I saw Barry. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love Maurice Jones-Drew too.
Walter
Beast.
Payton.
5'7", and he just running motherfuckers over.
Don't
dude.
tell me he was a former Jet, wasn't he?
Maurice Jones-Drew.
Nah, Jaguars, right?
Jaguars.
Maybe he destroyed us or something.
And another one.
No,
Fred.
Remember,
Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor, bro.
We were in the midst of a comeback, and the Jags they had the ball, and if we got the ball back, we had the momentum and everything. And they gave it to him, and he broke a hole, and he stopped and kneeled at the 1 yard line to win the game. If he would have scored the touchdown, we would have won the game.
Yeah.
But he was smart, and instead of going for the stats, dude, I gained a lot of respect for him that game, even though it pissed me the fuck off.
And this one for me, Michael Vick, bro. I fucking loved watching Michael Vick, bro. That shit was crazy with the shit that he would do.
With the Jets, he was amazing.
No. Hey, you remember Quincy Carter? Do you guys remember Quincy Carter?
Yeah.
Quincy Carter.
Yeah.
Quincy Carter.
But Vic before he went to jail.
Yes.
Yo, Falcons Vic was a different beast, bro.
Yes.
And the arm and
the legs.
that shit was yo, and then
with the Eagles as well.
and then playing him on Madden was a cheat code, bro. All fucking day, man.
I put him in my kick returner on 04 and just return kicks with him, dude. It was crazy. He had 99 speed. What are you doing?
Oh man, it's bugged out, bro.
Do you remember when he got his contract? And the NFL, everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah,
how much was
10
it?
years, $100 million.
Oh shit! Okay,
10 years, $100 million, and everyone
That's
was like,
crazy, man.
This is insane.
Paltry. Are we gonna be saying that when guys get 10 years, $1 billion?
Yo, it's gonna happen after this Soto shit that just occurred, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Like, got half a bill.
Yo, shout out to the new number 22 that's gonna be playing in Queens City Field, baby. Come on, Jay, you already know what time it is, baby. The Soto Shuffle is shuffling in Queens at City Field.
Johnny's favorite player to watch was the Jets' Tim Tebow.
Fuck yeah, man, I love them.
Next to Zach Wilson.
High school wise, you know who was the person that I fucking love seeing was Percy, bro. Why? Because he went to my high school, graduated same time and shit. That shit was crazy seeing that shit live like that, bro. In the state championship, all they would do, bro, is fucking throw him a screen, and it was like fucking 60 yards, bro. Every time, that's all they had to fucking do. Just boom, takes off, touchdown. It was crazy. And then I remember, he played corner, and he stayed picking the ball, man. So
who? Kyle Wilson?
No, Percy Arvin.
All right, very last, I promise.
Perry Nickerson.
So, Snowball, we did predictions last week. I just wanted to report the results.
Oh.
I was 9-3, not too shabby. Scott, you were 8-4, also not too shabby. Snowball, I only got 10 of yours, but you were 7-3.
Ooh.
So that puts you right in between me and Scott with batting average. So I might have to get your next week we'll do it.
Yeah.
This week's but final question I want from you guys is a score prediction from Jets Jags. But first off, I want to know, do you just not a score, do you want to win? Do you want to tank? And then what you think will actually happen? Any volunteers for first? Daniel? Okay.
I want to win, I don't think the Jets are going to do much winning the rest of the season. But they're winning this game 31-17.
Murph.
Scott.
Oh yeah, win, no tank. And I was thinking 31-13.
I like it.
First 30-point game of the year.
Okay. You know what? That's a good what's that, feat or whatever it is? Yeah. Oh yeah, good feat to mention there, Scott.
The Jets
He's-
would definitely win on Sunday, 19-6, and I'm always wrong.
Damn, Snowball.
All right. I don't want to tank. I hate tanking. We're gonna win. I really think we blow them out, bro. Like I'm talking about like a 40 burger, man, and it's like 42 to fucking 13, bro. Something crazy like that. Like I think this is the game where Aaron Rodgers goes off with Garrett, and then the whole fan base is gonna be like, look what Aaron just did, right? And I'm gonna be like, it was against the fucking Jaguars. Okay, like calm the fuck down.
Honestly, it's not a hot take because it's only 123 yards, but Garrett hits 1,000. I think Aaron hits 300 again. I mean, it's not a hot take because you all picked him to score 30 and win. I think they did. Like, this is our Braden Mann tackle, right? This is it. Like, this is the one we're talking about 2-3 years from now. Oh, if we just lost that Jaguars game, look at what Shador's doing. We could have had him. Or this is what Graham is doing. We could have had the next Aaron Donald next to Quinnen. This is it, man. We're winning it. And it'll be not. Hey, enjoy the 3 days after because we'll probably pay for it the next 3 years. Jets 27, Jags 16. I think 3 field goals and a touchdown. But it won't be whoever you guys have in fantasy. It'll be someone else.
I no longer own any Jacksonville Jaguars. That didn't really work out for me.
I
Tanks-
got in one of my
Good.
leagues, I have that rookie receiver. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Should Malachi Corley have been our wide receiver 4, or should Brian Thomas Jr. have clearly been?
Was he still available?
No, but Malachi was our 4th guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I remember draft day, I thought, and I wanted to be Roman Wilson. Although I think he got hurt early on.
It's another Steelers pick.
Yep.
The Steelers stole all of Scott's guys.
I liked Olu. I was good with that.
I was just so mad that we lost. We didn't get a chance to get Odunze. I wanted him so bad.
Well, guys, we could do this all night. We have done this all night before.
Yeah, we have.
But I would just like to take this last moment here to thank Jets Worldwide for both joining us, man, because it was cooking when Johnny was on, but it really started cooking when Snowball joined us with that smooth, silky audio of his.
Oh, do I? Does it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds really good.
I got a new mic, so
It sounds great, bro.
Great.
I want to get switched out of USB into like the analog cord. I think that helps. I don't know what you're using, but
yeah, XLR.
yes, that is what makes it sound good. And that's my next move. But let's take a minute. Johnny, you first. Do you want to give us something to plug? I think you might have something cooking on the horizon, but let us know.
Yeah, guys, everybody. This Sunday, Jets Worldwide match game is back. Myself and Snowball are actually going to have a really good battle between Scott Outdoors
hopefully, right? We don't want him indoors. Versus, I mean, the current champion in Florida, Phil. We're actually going to have a jam-packed panel as well. We're actually having Blitz BK. Murph is going to be on there as well. 10:30, one word, Jets Worldwide. Come on, have fun. We have a good time, and hey, let's match with the stars.
I love it, man. For real. Underneath the video, if you click Jets Worldwide in blue, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and it'll notify you on Sunday. Snowball, do you want to add anything to what your boy Johnny here said?
Yeah, everyone should watch every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on. We have the best questions. We have the best panel. We have the best contestants. We have the best everything. It's just in a season where everything sucks, you can come to Jets Worldwide and just have a good time. That's it.
I love it, man. I wish it wasn't 7:30 Pacific, but I love it, man. I love it.
It's all right. Catch us on
Even
the
when you were
replay.
on the East Coast, you had trouble getting up for that show. What are you talking
Exactly.
about?
Exactly.
Now you just have a valid excuse not to be there.
Rewatch all day, brother. And maybe you can glean something from the game we played earlier. But chat, dude, you guys were popping as well. Johnny, do you got something to add?
Yeah, that was Dano. I thought that was a really cool game concept that you had on today. You should do that again, I think. And we at Jets Worldwide had to let everybody know in the danger zone that we don't play no games. And then when it comes to the games, there's a reason why we're the hosts.
Bro, 15-5, did I say? Killed him. Killed him.
Dane, next time, do it all with ass shots.
I would fucking win, bro. I would fucking dominate that shit.
Johnny would kill us if you
Olu Fashanu. I know them that left butt cheek somewhere.
Now, if you did feet shots, it's a whole different ballpark.
I lose. Scott wins that shit.
Just don't do back shots. I think that's something else.
I think Johnny appreciates feet more than I do. I just have a couple of them. Hi, Johnny.
Hey.
Hello, feet.
I'll take my
Even
careful,
guys.
guys.
Look majestic as fuck, don't they?
Have a good night, guys. Beware of Jay-Z. I'll catch you guys later.
Later, guys.
Penix is my number one.
Peace
Far away.
Okay.
If we can squeeze him into the top 10, we will hit the jackpot. Someone from 6 to 7 to 8, taking Penix there. The more quarterbacks we can squeeze in front of our pick, the better. 6 quarterbacks could go in the top 13.
Danger zone.
I love the show. I love you guys. Fucking let's go Jets. Jets, Jets.
Oh, I'm beating you with my mind. And I can still dominate, I think.
Dane, you're a legend, bro.